Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
After day, alone on a hill, the man with the foolish grin is keeping perfectly still. But nobody wants to know him. They can see that he's just a fool, and he never gives an answer. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Well, on the way, head in a cloud, the man of 1,000 voices talking perfectly loud, but nobody ever hears him or the sound he appears to make, and he never seems to notice. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round.
Rap pussy. What?
And nobody seems to like him. They can tell what he wants to do, and he never shows his feelings. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning around. Well, on the way, head in a cloud, the man of 1,000 voices talking perfectly loud. He never listens to them. He knows that they're the fool. They don't like him. The fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round, see the world spinning round, see the world spinning round.
But Catherine, who was the singer covering the 1967 Beatles song "Fool on the Hill"?
I'm going to have a guess at
Sure.
Lana Cantrell.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Is
Say
it?
what?
Was
Say
that Lana
what?
Cantrell? No?
Wait, what now? No, it was not Lana Cantrell.
Oh, well, could it
Let
be?
me have a sip of cream soda while you're guessing.
Was it someone well known?
Also, you don't get much more well known than this young lady.
It wasn't Pet Clark, was it?
No, go back further in time. There's a reason I'm playing it today, of course.
No, it's not Vera Lynn.
Oh, it's Vera Lynn singing "Fool on the Hill" by the
Blimey.
Beatles. Oh, she only did 2 Beatles tunes as far as I'm aware, that and "Good Night." And, Vera Lynn sings the Beatles.
She sounded hip to the groove. Yeah, she sounded good.
She? It's good, because of course you only ever think of her as the White Cliffs of Dover and "We'll Meet Again." And, I've been to Vera Lynn's house and had tea with her. Very late at night. It was about 11 o'clock at night. And the 11 o'clock show wanted me to stitch her up because the story came out that she had been a spy or had been asked to be a spy or something. And I just went round there, and she was just the most delightful, wonderful person and a legend. And I just thought, I can't do this.
She
can't
beat you.
do this. Of course she beat me, just like she beat the Nazis. I thought, I can't do this, not to Vera Lynn. And I went back, and everyone in the office reviewed the footage and went, what went wrong? And I just went, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Not to Vera Lynn. You should have said Sasha. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, Captain. I couldn't do it, Captain.
I think you're on the right side of history.
There we go. Let's this is...
Once upon a time, there was a tavern.
Oh. She's got a good voice, right? She's got an amazing voice. Because we'll meet again. I mean, it's a very powerful song, and it means more than the actual song. In the great scheme of things, I don't think it's necessarily a great song, but it's got so much emotion and history to it that it's very powerful, right? But then you hear stuff like this. She can sing, man.
We would do those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance.
Oh, I wonder if she does the bum bum bombs at the end. Hang on, let's.
And heard you the days, my friend.
Whoa. Sorry. You may not have heard that, Catherine. I'm a man, and I heard it. The way she went into days was sexy. Just listen to the way she slides into... She goes from those were the days. Sex.
Those were the days.
There! Days! You hear the way she drops? Days! So days!
Those were the days.
Oh, yes, man! Yes, man! Yes, man! Oh, I'm not logged into TeamViewer. I'm so sorry. It's because of VE Day. How are you, Boyley?
I'm all right. Yeah. I'm a bit sunburnt.
No. Yeah.
I had a socially distant VE Day street party today. Sat on my front
Good.
garden.
I'm glad it was socially distant, because some of the pictures on Twitter...
They look quite close together, right?
Yes, they do. Oh.
We were calling across the road to each other, so...
Yeah, some of them were... It was just people having a street party. In the street. Amy, for some reason I'm getting your editing software on TeamViewer. I'm not getting... I can't see phone box. I don't know if you're something you can do... There we go. You clicked something. Thank you. Me and the boys went for a walk at about 4:45. And I found a nice new little walk that I've been doing this week, and it's very lovely. It's only about 35 minutes, and it's very quiet, and you go through a nice, very quiet, narrow residential street, and then through a field, and you kind of end back at mine. And it's call straight to air, by the way, guys, so I will take all of the calls, 03444 991,000. But the quiet little narrow street was having a VE Day party with people in their gardens. But there were people stopping and talking. There were people. It's a very narrow street, and I did look. This is where we're at the moment, Catherine, in the world. I looked at a party commemorating and celebrating the defeat of Nazis 75 years ago, and I thought, this could be trouble. This could be a little bit dicey. There's all pensioners. I'm thinking, yeah, this could be dicey. And I paused there for a second, and I had to make the decision: do I go down there or do I go back the way I came with my boys? And I went down there, and I said to the boys, just stick really close with me. We're going to swerve everybody. If anyone comes towards you, just stick with me, and we may have to go in single file, but it's all cool. And we were playing I Spy. And I couldn't really play it because I was focusing on people, but there were a few people a little bit close. I thought, but it was very nice vibe. Everyone was saying hello to us as we walked down. There was a lovely, this was lovely. There was a model of, it was like a guy, but of a Nazi, and you were allowed to stab it with a bayonet or shoot it in the head with a pistol. What? And I thought that was nice. So it really caught the spirit of victory in Europe.
gosh.
Should we take
Hang on a
some
second.
calls?
Can I just forgive me a second?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Get down. Get off.
That's her husband she's talking to. That's her husband. That's her husband. She speaks to her husband.
Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, it's okay. I know
She's-
you've been married for
Cat
a
is
long
into
time.
no. The cat is into chasing flies at the moment. And she was stalking one up a gift lamp that I was given that I could not afford to replace, and she was kind of straddling the lamp and make it dance quite precariously on a very narrow surface. So I just had to go and
By the way,
retrieve.
guys, you can watch half of the show tonight if you go to www.youtube.com/Iain Lee. You can see I've got a dead cat on the rug there. Look at her splayed out. Can you have a look? Splayed out. Splayed out on the rug behind me. There is a cat that would appear is no more. Been a weird day for cats. We'll get onto that in a bit. Call straight to where, as we're doing every Friday in lockdown. If you have a look now, Kath, you'll see her. Look, just not moving. Just not moving.
Yeah.
Let's go
That's
to
a
line
shame.
one. Line one. It's a shame. She wasn't my favourite, though. Line one, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Catherine, how are you?
Very, very well, sir. Who is this?
James.
Hello, James.
I have a game that I think you might enjoy.
Okay.
So I quote a movie, and then you have to tell me what that movie is.
Okay, sounds like fun. You up for that, Kath?
Well, all right.
Bit of VE Day fun.
Okay. The frost. Sometimes it makes the blade stick.
Say that again.
The frost.
The frost.
Sometimes it makes the blade stick.
Sometimes it makes the blade stick.
I'm going to say Airport 77.
I think it might be Carry On Camping.
I'll give you a clue. It was the 20th anniversary this year.
Snakes on a plane.
Do you want another clue, or shall I move on to the next quote? I've got two more.
From the same movie.
No, different film.
Jesus Christ. Well, what was that movie?
Do you give up, or do you want another clue?
I just want this torture to end, really. I mean... No, yeah.
Here it is.
Gladiator.
Okay.
Gladiators?
Gladiator, I hardly know her.
Oh,
Next.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Yes, get on with it, you weirdo.
Your request is unlike your lower intestine. Stinky and loaded with danger.
Nah, that's Spice World, the movie.
You're close, but not close enough.
Is it the Hannibal Lecter film?
Really?
Oh, The Mask.
The name's Ace. Tom
Okay.
Ace.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Go away. You're making me very uncomfortable, making my testicles shrivel inside. Goodbye. 0344 499 1000. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Let's go to line two. Line two, you are on the wireless.
Okay, are you ready for the next?
Hi, Ian.
Hey, get on with it, you weirdo.
Turn your radio off, please, caller.
Oh,
I just know this phone call is going to end with the caller being very unhappy and sending me an angry tweet at some point.
Oh, really?
I've just got
Okay.
that vibe already. I can feel it. Yes, caller.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath. How the devil are you?
What have you got for us?
Well, first of all, I have been watching you on YouTube lately.
Okay, I hope it's worked for you.
Yes, it definitely is. I'd just like to say, Kath, it's the first time I've seen you, and you are a stunner.
What are you watching? I've not been on YouTube for ages.
Well, no, it's a documentary you and Ian did quite a while ago. Well, I'm just only playing catch-up.
All right, okay. Well, I was attractive, but that was before lockdown.
Oh,
Now I'm covered in scales.
I doubt that one there. Hey,
Lockdown
if you
gave her
really-
elephantitis.
And also,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to say Happy VE Day for my forefathers who's made it possible for me.
Hey, hang on a minute. How many?
Forefathers.
Jesus, greedy sod. I only had one.
And that was enough, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it, eh?
Ian, I think your prediction about me, I think it might be true.
What, that you're a bellend?
Oh.
Yeah, and also, after watching you on these documentaries, I think I've got a bit of a man crush.
There we go. Thank you very much. 0344
how long have you been locked up?
This is the problem, you see. This is why homosexuality is rife in prisons. Those aren't gay men. But those are men that have been locked up for 3 weeks or more. And you lock a man up for 3 weeks or more, he will hump anything, even another man. Let's go to line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
This is Dredge. Please remain calm.
Oh, I was getting nervous. I'm glad he's told me to calm down.
Hello, all right?
Oh.
How's it going, all right?
Oh, but now, I just don't know which his real voice is. Is it the robotic one? Is it the Cockney? You decide! You all right, Dredge?
I'd like to... I'm all right, I'm all right. I'd like to present something very special for you this evening.
Oh.
My interpretation of Kenny Everett playing Hamlet.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, okay.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them.
Oh, Dredge. It's hard work, this lockdown, isn't it?
I am the new Mike Yarwood.
Oh, God. With respect, he was rubbish. He wasn't very good. Even I remember my mum we used to watch Mike Yarwood, and we didn't watch it. We catch it sometimes. We didn't really watch a lot of ITV in our house, and my mum would just go, "He's rubbish. He is. He's rubbish. Who's that supposed to be? He's rubbish."
You say that, but he did get more viewers than Morecambe and Wise at one point.
No. Oh well. Well, here's what I've learned: British people are stupid people.
Well, yeah, that's true. What else?
They should put that clip out as a clip. Just, you know that they do the little videos for the shows on Talk Radio. Just put that clip out. I'll do it now, straight to the camera. British people are stupid people. Iain Lee, Talk Radio, weeknights from 10. That'll get them going. That'll get them going. Where are you going to live somewhere else then? I fully intend to. I'm going to go and live in Scotland. I know it's in Britain, but I'm British and I'm stupid.
Shall I do an impression of an annoyed caller to sort of help you out with that video?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
What do you mean British people are stupid? How could you say that on the radio this time? I can't believe it. I'm writing to the people.
Thank you very much, Dredge. 0344 499 1000. That's how it works on a Friday. Calls straight to air. We got a 14-second delay, a double delay. Don't swear. Don't be libelous. We've got Amy working her Peter Pointer finger off into a frenzy. Let me finish the sentence, otherwise it sounds rude. By pressing the dump button if someone says something naughty. But come on and express... What was that? Did you just fart?
No.
You farted?
It wasn't a fart.
What was it?
It was a little groan.
A little growler?
No, Cass, little groan.
Cass little growler on the radio. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344
499 1000. Call straight to air. We've got a pretty busy switchboard, Catherine. Pick a number between 1 and 5, please.
3.
Okie dokie, line 3, you're on the web. What's great is because I can see the numbers, Kath can't see them, so this is completely random. Yes, line 3, you're on Talk Radio.
Greetings and salutations to you both. Hello, how are you
Hello, it's the man that nearly killed my children. Good evening.
Yes, indeed.
Sentence them to death, but luckily I saved them. By the way, so I've got my kids here. We've had a really, really good day, right? Really good day, and it's been a lot of fun. And we went for a nice walk, and we sat and we hugged during the 2-minute silence, and I was in tears at the end of that 2-minute silence watching Charlie Boy lay a wreath. My God, and that stuff doesn't get me. That stuff, a 2-minute silence, James and Catherine, sorry.
It was so beautiful. It was like really kind of quiet in Scotland, and like it was a really poignant moment. It was stunning. Yeah,
it was great, and I think, and I don't think Remembrance Sunday has ever really got me. I don't think. As I've got older, I've appreciated them more, but it's never really connected, behind the ribs, and this with what's going on and everything and. Oh God, I was and I had my boys there and I was hugging my boys and they very politely stopped playing Fortnite for 5 minutes and we talked about what it was, we were doing and I said, I'm going to be remembering the soldiers and I'll also be thinking of my mum and my dad and I'll also be thinking of, the people that have died of COVID. I'm going to be thinking about everyone that's kind of lost their lives, and, James, I was gone, man. I was gone.
Well, I wanted to talk about this actually. So it's kind of positive. It's kind of positive, but yeah, I thought about it today, and I was like, I want to tell you about it. So it's about being discombobulated in kind of emotions. So being sad but happy at the same time.
Yes.
So what happened to me today is I got a call from my grandfather, and he's like 93. He's in relatively good health, but he said. Yeah, I think I'd like you to come round. And obviously, with everything going on, it was like, oh, okay, do I not? And I made the decision, because I've just been tested, actually, that are negative. Yes, I will, but obviously socially distanced. I came round and I sort of saw him, and I thought, I don't think you're probably that long for the world, really. He looked quite poorly, but chronically poorly.
Yeah.
And he sort of said to me, like, quite quietly, and I had to really lean forward, and obviously we were, 2 meters apart and stuff. And he just said, I really needed to see you. And I was like, okay. And he said, do you want to hear about my VE day? I was like, yeah, I do, Grandad. Yeah, absolutely. And we're sort of waiting for the Spitfires to go in.
James, is there, for some reason it's gone very muffled. Is there any way you could speak? Go on.
Yeah, is that any better?
That's much better. It's just we're all gripped and we're all moving. Do you do this, Catherine? When there's a call like this, I find myself moving closer to the microphone for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Go on, I wanted to hear it. Go on, James.
Yeah, cool. And literally leant forward and he said, do you want to hear about my VE day? And I said, yeah, absolutely, I do. I really, really do. And he said, well, I was sort of demobbed at the time, and he said, we went to Trafalgar Square. And I said, oh, fantastic. And I said, what did you do? And he said, oh, it was like really crass and everything else, and it was really close and stuff. And, he seemed to kind of get a little bit upset, and he said, it was just a wonderful time. He said, I wish we could have that time back. And I said, well, yeah, but I said, things will be better again, won't they? And then he kind of smiled and he went, but I did kiss lots and lots of birds.
Yes, mate! Absolute player. Well, he would have been 20. Exactly. He'd have been 20 then.
Yeah.
Star.
So he obviously had a really good time. But, it was just that moment we had, a family lunch and a barbecue and stuff. And he went off, and the way that he was walking and his breathing and stuff like that. And I just thought, yeah, I'm pleased I went today, even though I kind of maybe bent the rules a bit. But I'm pleased I went today because, I might not get to see him again. And, and I've been sort of, after the Queen's speech bit and the We'll Meet Again, I was just like in floods and floods and floods of tears. But I wasn't sad. I was kind of happy and sad at the same time. And I
didn't see the Queen's speech. I missed the Queen's speech this evening.
Yeah.
I was watching... I was watching Dan TDM play Animal Crossing. That's by the by.
I caught it. I found it quite moving. And then they did this kind of We'll Meet Again sing-along. And they did this thing where they had loads of people. And I just thought, I think this is too much. It was loads of different people. And I know that it was done with the best intentions, but I just felt it was a bit, I don't know.
That line between kind of like really poignant and special and a little bit camembert can be quite thin, can't it, I think? And I agree with you, Kath. It was probably just, it was kind of like, right, okay. It was almost like a checklist of, right, we've got our refuge collectors, tick, a Royal Mail, tick, and kind of that. I did feel a little
guys in a pizza shop, people standing ever so... I was thinking, you're a bit close, I hope you're all related. And that was what was going on. It was just one after the... So
imagine if in 3 weeks there's a massive spike in deaths and in people who've got diagnosed with it. And VE, it turns out this is the long game by the Germans, right? And VE Day wipes us all out. It's VE Day where we all get it and we all get wiped out. Those sneaky Germans!
I think do you know what I think it was? I think it was the Queen is so very dignified and just gets it just so, right? gets it just so. And then it got cheesy. It got very cheesy very quickly.
It was a little bit camembert. But also, I wanted to say another thing. Is I saw your artwork, Kath, and I'm going to be a bit of a bumlick, as you call it, bumlick. It's wonderful. It's so skilled. And I'm definitely going to have to purchase a piece from you because they're absolutely great. They're really, really, really nice pieces. So good on you for doing all that. Absolutely.
Gosh. Thank you,
James. I'm going to let you go because your phone call, the quality isn't great, and by that I mean the content is awful. Thank you, James. 0344 499 1000. We're all branching off into little solo projects. I've got a nice Patreon going, patreon.com/Iain Lee, and Catherine has done these amazing pictures, and you can buy prints of them if you go to Etsy, which is a really cool site. I've just recently discovered Etsy. And Catherine Boyle Art, all one word. You got loads of pictures up there.
Yeah, I'm going to put some more on. I just want to make sure this first batch get here with no problems, and then I'll put more up.
And
I won't feel relaxed about it until you've all got your paintings and you're all happy.
I'm not going to say how close, but we are yay close to having sold 200 tickets. I mean, yay close. 200 tickets for our live rabbit hole on Sunday, May the 17th at 6 p.m. live on Zoom. Tickets per household are just £6.50 for at least 60 minutes of, I'm going to put entertainment in inverted commas, and also show in inverted commas. It'll be me and Kath on webcams, taking phone calls and probably arguing with each other about social distancing. But we'll have a right old laugh, and it will be as family friendly as we can make it. We can't guarantee it because of the calls, but we're going to try our best to keep our side of the street clean. Yay close to 200. Even if you don't want to come, right? Just buy some tickets. It's £6.50, crying out loud. IainLee.com/event. IainLee.com/event. And let's smash that 200 barrier, shall we, Boyley? Smash it. Let's go to... Oh, we went just as I was going to go to... let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Yesterday morning at 10:31 a.m. at General Lodging Tower headquarters, General Lieutenant Representative German Dutchman, Countryman Donald, the designated head of the German state, signed the act of unconditional surrender of our old German land, sea, and air forces in collapse, fully gathered the traditional cross, and simultaneously to the Soviet command. General Middlefield and General Frank Bartleby signed the deal on behalf of the Supreme Commander. It really was inspirational, wasn't it?
It sounded like Droopy the dog.
I got it. It was Winston Churchill. I was about to play.
Oh, was it?
I was about to play this.
Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force and General Churchill and we have the Western State Command. The earliest agreement was ratified and consented to where the Minister of Marshal the Deputy Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces and General the last British Church. The General of the Field Marshal Churchill, Chief of the Allied Command, and the Commander-in-Chief of the General Army, Navy, and Air Forces. Blah, 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 blah. Long live the King.
Gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Merrick. That was stunning. Very powerful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 03444991000. Let's try it. Let's play a little bit fast and loose. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, on behalf of Yeetus Yeti Strip Club, we love you.
Thank you very much indeed. 03444991000 is the telephone number. You're about to say something, Catherine.
Yeah. My neighbour heard the Winston Churchill speech for the first time today because he was a bit busy on VE Day. He's 95.
He was shagging.
Well, we never got to the bottom of that, but quite possibly.
I bet he did.
95 years old, very slowly made his way. We had like a cake table set up in the middle, sort of in the safe area, and people would go and help themselves and then sort of withdraw to a safe distance. And one of the kids from across the street had a speaker and was commanding Alexa all day. And he said at one point, "Any requests?" And this old gentleman said, "Yeah, could you play Lily Marlene?" He said, "We used to like this one, not as much as the Germans, but it was one of the things we used to sing along to when we were fighting abroad." And he played Lily Marlene, and everyone in the street went really quiet. It was magic.
They didn't like the song.
Oh my God, have you heard it?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Let me just play.
It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful, especially when you imagine all these young men miles and miles away from home singing, not knowing if they're going to get home.
You set the scene. You set the scene for today, and we'll have a little blast.
Well, I know that my neighbour was involved in the what do you call it? The liberation of Denmark. That's where he met his wife, actually, around now, 75 years ago. And he said, we were miles and miles away from home, and this is one of the songs we used to sing. And so it started up, and we're all kind of smiling at each other, and then we looked across at him, and he'd gone very quiet. And then he's got like a railing up to his door, because he's getting on a bit. He's not so great on his feet anymore, although he does his garden every day, puts us all to shame. And he was leaning against the railing, listening to this song. And then he put his head on the railing, and he was obviously having a bit of a weep. And we all went, but we were all pretending we hadn't noticed.
Let's have a little listen to it, shall we?
We'll drink to Lily, the saviour of the human race.
It's a strange song to get emotional
You're
about.
a sod. Fancy doing that. It was a really gorgeous moment.
Efficacious in every case.
It's a strange.
Put the real one on.
Okay.
Put the real one on. You're going to hell for that, I tell you. That was bad.
No, they died so that I could make that joke.
Oh, God, honestly.
Outside the barracks, by the corner light, I'll always stand and wait for you at night. We will create a world for two. I'll wait for you the whole night through. For you, Lily Marlene. For you, Lily Marlene. Bugler tonight, don't play the call to arms. I want another evening with her charms. Then we will say goodbye and part. I'll always keep you in my heart. With me, Lily Marlene. With me, Lily Marlene. Give me a rose to show how much you care. Tie to the stem a lock of golden hair. Surely tomorrow you'll feel blue, but then will come a love that's new. For you, Lily Marlene. For you, Lily Marlene. When we are marching in the mud and cold, and when my pack seems more than I can hold, my love for you renews my might. I'm warm again, my pack is light, It's you, Lily Marlene. It's you, Lily Marlene. My love for you renews my might. I'm warm again. My path is light. It's you, Lily Marlene. It's you, Lily Marlene.
Yeah, I can see how that would get the mood. I've not heard that before. That's good, isn't
They
it?
were just boys. They were boys.
Yeah, yeah.
And it ended in the street. And you could have heard a pin drop if someone had had a pin in the street, which would have been weird.
Yeah.
And you just heard his voice. He just said, thank you. And everyone clapped. It was magic. It was magic. Fancy living through that.
Some day, huh? Some month, some year, some century. We'll take more calls straight to air. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
So, two things my 8-year-old said tonight. We were watching Dan TDM on YouTube, and Dan TDM said, just chill, guys, just chill. And my 8-year-old said, you'll be chilling in your grave.
Oh, my God. What?
I have no idea. And then he was trying to think of the word urinal.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't think of it. So the phrase that he came up with for urinal is willy disposal unit.
Well, that sounds rather radical.
Willy, I've got flies all around me and the cats are going nuts. Cats, off the desk, please. The willy disposal unit. Oh, I love those boys. Let us go to line 4. You're on the wireless.
Oh, hi, Ian. It's Michael.
Hello, Michael. How may we be of service to you this evening?
I spoke to you before about I've not seen my son for weeks and weeks. I still haven't seen him.
Oh, okay. Yes. And you spoke to his mum.
Yeah. Yes. And yeah, not about the fact that she had been out to see her parents.
I remember. Yeah.
But
So what's the
I
latest?
still haven't seen him. But she's been FaceTiming me. I've seen Dylan a couple of times this week, and it's nice. But then I had a phone call from her mum today, and she doesn't talk to her mum, and her mum said she's planning to go to London tomorrow to see her new fancy man.
Okay.
With Dylan. So, her mum is fuming that she's going to kind of put Dylan at risk, and I feel like I think
okay.
because
I think you are. I'm trying to think. This is my kid. I think you are in a very legitimate position, and maybe Catherine will agree or disagree. I'm thinking if it were me, I would phone up and I would do it as gently, or email, whatever. I don't know what works best for you. Emails actually work better for me, but maybe phone calls work better for you. As gently and as calmly as possible, ask if it's true, because you don't know it's true. You don't know. If she's not speaking to her mum, maybe her mum's made it up. Maybe her mum has heard something and expanded on it. You don't know.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that yes, it's actually now dangerous, and you could. And we'll get Catherine's input in a second. But I would suggest that you are certainly within your rights to ask in a very polite, very gentle way. How if you're angry or whatever, it's tough. You've got to suck it down.
Yes, I am.
Is this true? And if she says yes, then in a very rational, calm way, I would suggest that you maybe say, well, wouldn't it be safer if I had Dylan that day? It doesn't feel very safe to me. It doesn't feel very safe for anybody. I don't know, Kath, what do you reckon?
No, I think you're right. I would be very wary of taking your mother-in-law's word for granted,
Yes.
Because there are reasons why they're not talking. So there's always a motive there,
Yeah.
which may not be the purest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think Iain is right. Just say, you've built up a really nice arrangement and you don't want to jeopardise that, and you really appreciate the fact that you're able to talk about this stuff. So tell her that I feel like I can't sit on this. I really need to just say it, and I hope you'll understand that it's coming from a place of caring about you both, right? But here's the situation. And if that's true, I would hope that maybe you would ask me to have Dylan, rather than do that. I think that's fair.
That makes sense. Yeah. But I'm tempted to phone her tonight, but I've had a few beers, and I shouldn't.
No. Got to be clear-headed. You got to be sober. I don't know if you meditate. You got to be really calm, man. And however angry you, and I can understand why you would be angry, you cannot display that anger to her, because you, I hate these terms, win and lose. You lose.
Yeah.
She then has ammunition against you. But
and also
Michael
she
got
could
really
just shut
angry
down
with
and just
me
not
on the
tell
phone.
you anything. Exactly.
So listen, when you put the phone down, kick the wall, punch a pillow, shout, swear, smash some plates if you want to. But on the phone, you have to be as calm and as reasonable as you are being to me and Kath right now.
Yeah.
So when you go in curious and caring. That's the way it's got to be. Can I help you out with this? That thing of, we spoke earlier on about how do we sort this out? It's that again.
But I probably won't talk to her now. I'll just let her do what she's going to do tomorrow. Do you think that's a good idea?
But then you're nursing the resentment, aren't you? And
yes.
Phone her tomorrow morning.
Phone
her tomorrow morning. Don't phone her now. Don't phone her after a beer. That's never a good idea. Trust me.
Okay.
Phone her tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Get up, have a nice cup of coffee, get yourself clear, have a shower, and address it in a calm, responsible way.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm really sorry you're going through this, man. It's not fair on you. It's not fair on Dylan. If this, if what we're hearing is true, it's not fair. And unfortunately, life isn't fair. But we're in a weird thing where actually this is more significant because it's about health now, and you are sounds. If listen, we've only got your side of the story, so let me put that caveat out there. But if what you are telling us is true, and there's nothing that you're hiding, and I'm sure there's not, but I have to say that, then you've got every right to be concerned and to step in and to do what's best for your boy.
But be careful that you're not being used as the middleman. Be careful that you're not being used as the heavy, because the mum wants something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, I appreciate it.
Don't be manipulated. Is what I'm saying to you. Don't be manipulated.
Yeah.
Just be curious.
You got this, Michael. And the fact that you're concerned, and the fact that you're concerned enough to get someone else's input before you steam in there. I used to be a steamer.
Yeah.
I used to steam in, and then afterwards I'd tell someone what I'd done. They go, "Oh, I wish you'd spoken to me first. Oh God, I wish you'd spoken to me first, and I could have helped you calm down and phrase it differently." Or I get when I write email, I don't have to do it now actually, but there was a period not so long ago when I had to write emails to try and sort some things out that I thought were unfair. And I was lucky enough that Catherine actually for a long time was the person I would write the email, I would send it to her. And I go, is this okay? Is there any snark in this? Is there any aggressive? And she would help, help shape the emails so that even subconsciously I would sometimes put in a little two-fingered salute that I didn't know was there. And so the fact that what I'm trying to say is the fact that you have called us up before shows that you are coming from a place of love and you want to do this right for everybody. And so well done.
I shouldn't be phoning you, but I've got no one else to talk to.
You've given us no information that puts them in a strange position or anything like that. If it's helpful, then we're glad that we can help. Okay?
No, I did. I emailed Iain a couple of weeks ago after we spoke. It was quite a long email, explained my situation, but he probably
I don't know if I saw that one actually. I don't know if I did. We've had a problem with some emails. Sometimes they go into spam and disappear, so I might have missed it. I'm afraid, mate.
Okay, all right, yeah, no worries. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Hang in there, Michael. hang in there.
This
Let's
won't
know
last
it goes.
forever. None of this will last forever.
No.
But, you know, once you say stuff, it's out there. So it's just, you know, when Ian was talking about his emails, don't let anger make you say something that will distract from the message, which is one of, I care about my child and I really want to help you get this right.
Yes. So maybe if I phone her in the morning, she might say, actually, if you don't mind having him. And then...
She might do. But don't build that hope up. Because she might not. So just, you know, all right? Michael, maybe give us a call. We're off Monday and Tuesday next week, but maybe give us a call next week if you feel up to it and let us know how it goes, all right?
Yeah, we'll do. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Take care. Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to line 1. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hiya.
Hello.
Difficult to follow that, isn't it?
No, not really. It's what we do all the time. With clunky gear changes, we go all over the place. What have you got for us?
Well, it's Fran. Hi.
Hello, Fran.
I was ringing for two reasons. First one was 8-year-olds and what do 8-year-olds say. And one of the things my 8-year-old said to me today was, he said, I'm feeling a bit ill. I'm not feeling sick. I'm feeling it in my head. I said, I feel sad.
Oh.
And I said, oh, well, thank you for sharing that with me. And, I think we're all feeling like, you know, everybody's feeling like that because we have to stay at home and, you know, all of that. But I just appreciated that he could be emotionally, you know, just mature about it and just come and talk to me.
That's great. And,
So that wasn't the reason why.
No, but that's really good. I think that schools, primary schools, are doing a lot of this stuff now. Some of them do mindfulness. One of the homes, I know that Kath's youngest does it. One of the homeschooling things I had to do a couple of weeks ago was they have this lesson. I can't remember what it's called. It might even be called mindfulness. I'm not sure. And we had to watch it. We had a 5-minute guided meditation. And it was wonderful. Me and my 8-year-old sat in the kitchen listening to this YouTube meditation video, and at the end we just looked at each other, and I said, "Is it always?" I said to him, "That was great," and he said, "Yeah, it's not always as good as that. That was incredible." And so that's great that your kid is doing that, and I think that this is progress that we are making as a nation.
It really made me just go, "Oh wow, thank God he can come to me."
Great.
And just say that, you know.
Yeah. That's great training for the future.
Yeah. And the other thing, can we love bomb Bride of Christ?
We might do.
Did you know that he's a special needs teacher?
Yes, I did know that. He's a very, very special human being. He's a really lovely man.
Bloke.
He fancies me, and I'll be honest, I got a little bit of a crush on that guy.
I think he might fancy me a bit as well, yeah. I think he just loves people.
He is, for those who don't know, we do this Periscope love bomb thing occasionally where we dive onto someone who hasn't got many views, and we found this great guy, Bride of Christ, wonderfully over the top, you know, camp, whatever that means, sort of slightly older guy playing keyboards.
He's doing it every day, though.
Good.
Every single day he does it.
He always sends me, really, when I do a little tweet that I'm not feeling great, he always sends me some very positive words of encouragement. And I feel very lucky that I have found him, and he is kind of on the periphery of my life. But the answer to your question is no, we can't.
Okay.
But thank you for asking. I might have a little check over the weekend. Fran, thank you. I want to take one more call before we go to the news. Let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi guys, I just wanted to ring to just say that I don't usually listen to the radio, but I've really, really enjoyed listening to your show these past few weeks, and I just wanted to thank you really for what you've done, because I know it's not easy for you guys either during this time, and thanks a lot. It's a really great show, and I'll continue after.
Thank you, man. Why? Because so many people, you know, listen to stuff and enjoy it. What am I trying to ask? Why did you feel the need to tell us? What I'm trying to ask is, why has it become so important for you in the last couple of weeks? There we go. That's the question.
I don't know really. I guess because I don't usually. I've never really found a show before that I've really kind of connected to. I'd listen to radio in the car, listen to music and stuff like that. But normally I just watch TV or Netflix or whatever. So it's the first show where I've kind of really found it really enjoyable, like entertainment, because it's funny, but also you talk about serious stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a bit of everything. So yeah, and also I'm the guy that rang up earlier and did all the silly quotes and things.
Whoa! What is this? I wasn't expecting this voice.
And understandably, you cut me off because it was pretty horrendous.
No, it was funny. It was funny. It was funny. I'll tell you why.
I was going to say that I didn't get a chance to say what I actually wanted to say, so thank you.
Okay, well, listen, the reason you got cut off is because we're doing the straight to air, and I like to kind of, at the start of the show, I like to boom. It was a very funny call, my friend.
On a personal level, I just wanted to say that, because I know that it's tough for you guys as well, and you've got to endure a 3-hour show, cheering people up while also going through it. So
yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard this week. But James, thank you, mate, and I really appreciate both calls. They were very entertaining. The first one was entertaining. The second one was very informative and very powerful. Thank you. 0344 499 1000. It has been tough. Listen, I know. Actually, no, don't listen. It has been tough this week, and I was talking to Kath about it. That what James said is right. We're going through everything. We're going through some of the things that you're going through. In terms of the lockdown and the effect that it's having and the impact and all of that stuff. And we're coming on and we're trying to do an entertaining show. We think we're getting there most of the time, but also, and this is great, this is not in any way to stop anyone doing this, we're also getting a lot of people phoning us to share some very intense, heavy, emotional stuff. We're also getting a handful of people phoning up who are, very seriously mentally confused, and lovely people, and that's kind of hard to walk away from and leave, at the microphone. It's not really possible. And we chat after the show every single night. We phone each other up and we have a little debrief and talk through stuff. So we're cool there. But that's why we took Wednesday off, and we're going to go to a break in a second. And that's why we're taking Monday and Tuesday off, and that's just to deprogram a little bit. Right, I have to hit the news spot on, and I think my clock might be a second out. So, call straight to air for the rest of the night. This is Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll drink to Lily the pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case.
Mr. Fleas had sticky out ears, and it made him awful shy, and so they gave him medicinal compound, and now he's learning how to fly.
Brother Tony was known to be bony. He would never eat his meals, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now they move him round on wheels. We'll drink to Lily the pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Old Ebenezer thought he was Julius Caesar, and so they put him in a home where they gave him medicinal compound, and now he's emperor of Rome.
Johnny Hammer had a terrible sister, hammer. He could hardly say a word, and so they gave him medicinal compound. Now he's seen, never heard.
Drink to Lily the pink, the saviour of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Auntie Millie ran willy-nilly when her legs they did recede, and so they rubbed on medicinal compound. Now they call her Millie B.
Jennifer Eccles had terrible freckles, and
the boys all called her names, but she changed with medicinal compound. Now he joins in all the game. Drink a lily, the pink, the savior of the human race. For she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every case. Lily the pink, she turned to drink, she filled up with paraffin inside, and despite her medicinal compound, sadly Piccadilly died.
Up to heaven, her soul ascended. All the church bells they did ring. She took with her medicinal compound. Hark the herald angels sing.
The savior of the human race, for she invented medicinal compound, most efficacious in every
case. Isn't it funny to think I'm now friends with the guy that wrote that song? 03, I'm not, showing off. It just blows my mind. 0344 499 1000. I think Kath has had to disappear for a little bit. She will let us know when she returns, as I believe there has been a puking incident in the Boyle household. That doesn't stop us having fun, though, dear listener. We are taking calls straight to air, as we do every Friday during lockdown, and we'll carry on even... I cannot believe that they're even considering slightly lifting lockdown. It just sounds insane to me. But we will... hang on, Pete says, could medicinal compound cure coronavirus? Let me ask Mike. I'll ask Mike McGear and we'll find out. That's actually, could someone tweet him? So we're going to carry on doing this on Fridays. We take your calls straight to air, unscreened, unfiltered. And we'll just see what happens. It's turned into something very different. It used to be, when I started doing this, I don't know, 16, 17 years ago, it used to be people would just phone up and just make silly noises and play old bits of Mike Dickin or Tommy Boyd down the radio, and we'd all have a laugh and walk away going, well, that was fun. Then there was a bit of me that thought, maybe this is art. Maybe this is art. And I used to do a lovely Sunday night show on LBC, where I got paid hardly anything. And I did it just because I loved it, called Triple M. And it was 3 hours of call straight to air. And that sometimes we would craft it, voila, into something special and artistic. And it was a joy to do. But as the coronavirus has gone on, it's become a real sense of, we've got a real sense of what is going on in the nation. And it's a sick place, man. People are sick and are lonely and are scared, but you can phone in and do anything you want. Let's try it. Let's go to, it's a withheld number. They're always risky. They're always risky. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, line 1.
Hello, Ian.
Told you. Yes, line 1, what can we do for you?
And my uncle Roger, he wanted to call, but he's just fell asleep. I think he's had a few too many beers. And, yeah, so I've just took over the call.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm finding myself strangely aroused at the sound of a man doing a terrible impression of a woman.
I'm not a woman, I'm a little boy.
Oh, you're a little boy. Okay, well then, okay. Well, that arousal is gone, so that's good to know. Oh.
How are you?
I'm very, very well, thank you.
How are your cats?
The cats, all 4 of the cats are superb today. Okay. Well, great call. Thank you so much. Let's go to line 2. I told you that they're a gamble. Line 2, you are on the wireless. Oh, they've disappeared. I don't know. I may have cut them off there because I'm having a little bit of trouble with my team viewer. Pete, you have actually tweeted him. Hi, Mike McCartney. Iain Lee just played Lily the Pink on the show, and we were wondering if you could confirm or deny whether medicinal compound could be used to cure coronavirus. He'll reply. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. As I said, me and Kath are off on Monday and Tuesday just because we thought we need a breather. And the thought of a 4-day break, I say break, I have the kids tonight and I've let them stay up again till the end of the show. Oh, so I let the kids stay up yesterday, if you were listening, and said, I said they could stay up to 11, and then at 11 I went in and said, you know what, lads, they're 10 and 8. I went, you've not got school tomorrow, it's VE day. Stay up till the end of the show and you know, play. They were playing Fortnite and all of that stuff, and they were like, "Whoa, yeah, wicked." And I went in just after 1 when I'd finished and switched all this stuff off, and they were fast asleep. They were out of it. They were gone. I thought they were doing that thing that kids always do, where they pretend to be asleep. But they weren't. They were fast asleep, and I had great difficulty waking them up to get them upstairs. I'm letting them stay up again tonight. Who cares? Who cares? Really, the world's gone to cock. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Hello. Oh, I can hear someone.
I can hear whispering.
Oh, Boyley's back. That's you whispering.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Hello? Oh, little cough. If your number ends 8731, that's you I'm talking to. Have you gone? Hello? Okay, we'll let them go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little baby. Let's try line 2. Withheld numbers, always a risk. The quality is normally pony. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
It's a grown man pretending to be a little boy, Kath.
Is it?
Billy again.
It's Billy.
Why?
Because so many kids are called Billy these days, aren't they?
What?
The name's Billy, though.
Okay.
Billy Liar.
No, I think, no, I'm not a liar, no. I think he got cut off.
You think what now? What?
I think I got cut off for a call.
Yes, I did. I cut you off. Yes, you did get cut off. I did it.
Why?
Because it was boring.
Oh dear.
You're supposed to be nice.
No, I'm not. I'll be whatever I want to be. And you need to learn some tough love, kid. You've had it too easy, too long.
Oh, that's tough love.
Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. Everything all right at home, Boyley?
Yeah, sleep
Little
puking
Leslie, it's up.
again.
What is going on with her?
Fast asleep. She came downstairs. What's your name? What's my name? What day is it? Get in the toilet quick.
Oh,
too late.
God. Did she have, like, milkshakes or something at the party?
No.
Oh.
It's. I think it's to do with, I don't know, sleepwalking. She always throws up.
Yeah.
If I can get her talking, if I can get her to sort of come around with sort of 20 questions, we can sometimes avoid it, but she was too far gone this time around. God, awful.
Funny, isn't it? Here's the thing. I hope lockdown doesn't ease up. But also I hope lockdown eases up a bit. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do the show next Sunday if you can't come here.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. So I really don't want lockdown to ease up, right? Because it's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea and more people will die. But I'm now thinking, oh God, we've sold tickets for a show, and if you don't come here, I don't know how we can do.
Could I stand in the garden and shout?
Oh shoot, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. I could set up a camera in the garden. Oh, Kath. Oh, Kath, that is not a bad idea. All right, fine. We can make it work. All
right, then.
Yeah, we can make it work.
Just hope the weather's good.
It don't matter.
Have you got a tent?
I have got a tent, actually. Yeah, and I've got a long cable that should stretch out to the front. So I think we might be.
Okay. Right.
I think we might be all right. Have they invented, those grabbing sticks for old people and lazy people, where it's like if you're an old person in your easy chair and you drop your copy of the Radio Times, you can get those long sticks and you like a litter picker. Litter picker, right? Have they invented a set of those that are 2 meters long, and in one hand you can hold a comb, and in the other hand you can hold some very sharp scissors? Because
I think you need to talk to Professor Pat Pending.
If there are some circus entertainers out there who can also cut hair, my God, you are going to make a fortune. You are going to make an absolute fortune as people come out of lockdown. Aren't they, line one?
Hi, Ian.
Hello, line one.
I've been summoned to my bedroom. What am I going to do?
What's going on?
My son's playing Call of Duty in the front room.
Yeah.
And I've been summoned to the bedroom. I don't know what to do. I had my 50th birthday this week in lockdown.
Uh-oh.
What is going on?
Yeah, well, I think when you mean summoned, do you mean sent?
Yeah, he said, go in the other room, Mum.
Do you, where's your Wi-Fi router? How old is your son, by the way?
He's 15.
All right. Where's your Wi-Fi router?
It's in the front room. We've only got a one-bedroom flat. So I ain't got far to go.
I would smash it. I would stomp on it.
I thought you liked them games.
I do like them games, but I also like sons that pay respect to their mothers.
Oh, no. Come on, he's been 6 weeks stuck in here with me.
You've been 6 weeks stuck in there with him. He should be showing you a bit of respect. Smash the Wi-Fi router. Smash the Wi-Fi router. Smash it.
No.
Smash it. Smash the Wi-Fi router. Smash the router.
Smash the router. I can't.
Smash the Wi-Fi router.
Oh, how's it all been, though? Are you going all right? You doing okay?
Yeah, I've been all right. I've had a nice day. I had a little doze this afternoon, had a headache, did a bit of, I cleaned the house. That's what I did. I didn't clean the bathroom. And I've not mopped the kitchen floor. Everything else got done. I blitzed it.
And did Patsy get the little mice out the toilet the other day?
No, she didn't. That got chucked out in the front garden. We've had there's a big old stray called Big Boy that I'm getting very close to catching. I want to catch it and get his balls chopped off. And he came very close today. Very close. And I'll get him at some point. And then tonight, my lovely neighbour.
Are you going to get a net or something? I'll
get a big, those butterfly nets.
You got a big net.
A big butterfly net.
Seriously.
Yeah. I got a big butterfly net.
How big's your net?
Oh, it's like this for big butterflies. I mean,
massive.
How big? Yeah, massive. I get him and I'll put him in a box and I'll cut his nuts off with my teeth, like the way Aussie shepherds do. And then my next door neighbour Dave, about 9 o'clock as it was dusk, said, Ian, I don't know if you've still got your boys with you, but now is a great time to go out in the front garden and you'll see loads of bats. And I went, all right, brilliant. Right. So me and the boys went and sat out in the front garden. The boys sat on the roof of my car. And we looked for bats, and we saw bats. And then about 2 minutes later, I heard very loudly coming from Dave's bedroom window the Batman theme tune. And I think he was doing an elaborate... And I just had to go, well done, Dave. Very clever. Thank you, mate. Thank you. That's how bored everyone is now.
You're just his puppets.
Totally. I couldn't believe it. So we've had a good day. We've had a good day, and I've got the boys tomorrow. They're really excited. I'm ordering a Chinese meal. Obviously, I had to finish that just in case you thought something.
Come on.
We're going to get Chinese food. And they're really excited about that. And we'll watch a movie. I tell you what, they've been watching on Disney Plus. It's this thing called Won't You Be My? Hang on a minute, boys. What's that cookery program called? Be Our Chef. Thank you. It's called Be Our Chef, and it's basically like these Be Our Chef, and it's these families have to cook meals based on Walt Disney films, and it's quite entertaining. We really enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, fantastic. It's so nice that everything... I think the weather makes it nicer as well, doesn't it? A bit of sunshine and everyone's happy. Well, I'm happy, but yeah. Good. So that's there. Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how long are we going to be locked up for, do you reckon?
I reckon the lifting this week isn't going to be much. We're hearing garden centres and you can go out and exercise as much as you want. I reckon it'll be another 3 weeks or so, but people have given up. A lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people have given up. And
a lot of people are sort of getting out and about. A
lot of people are going mixing and stuff, and people are going to die.
I know, that's quite shocking, really, and there's still like 600 people a day that are...
It's awful. It's awful. Hey, listen, I'm going to move on. Go and smash the Wi-Fi. Thank you for your call. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Did we do the break, Amy?
No, we didn't.
Okay, we'll do it in a second. Because I had something really important to say and I've forgotten it, so we'll do it now. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I'm an idiot when it comes to Twitter. Our friend Scott Balcony has tweeted something, and I thought he was being serious, and then so I've called him out on it. But I was calling him out in a joking way. I was kind of joking, and then I realised he was joking. And the thing that he's retweeted is, let me read the thing. Residents in Grappenhall near Warrington keep to coronavirus rules by performing socially distanced conga to celebrate VE Day. Right. And so what it is, it's the residents of this street have got a long bit of rope, and at 2 metres it's marked, and so there is someone holding the rope at 2 metres doing the conga, and there's someone 2 metres behind them doing the conga, and there's someone 2 metres behind them doing the conga. These people are idiots. They're idiots, right? What a stupid thing to do. Are they nuts? There's kids there and families and mums and dads. Are they not thinking about anything? It's a terrible idea. It won't work. And I thought Scott was saying, oh, this is great, this is fun, well done. And I realised he's, of course, being sarcastic, so I apologise to Scott. But it's a flipping stupid idea, isn't it?
Well, they're all in each other's backdraft, aren't they?
Well, of course they are. And also, if you're...
We've done the conga. It gets very moist.
Yeah, but it has been suggested that 2 metres is perhaps not far enough. And also, if you're exerting yourself, your breath is going to go further. It's a coronavirus daisy chain. That's what's going on there. And all these pictures of people, oh, God. Scott has replied, your droplets are going to travel much further in a minute, mate.
I love Scott so much.
He's the best. Although he's been on a lot of radio programmes this week that are now, so he can go and F himself.
Wow.
But all this VE stuff, oh, God, it breaks. Hey, we had the red arrows fly over our house.
Did you? How did you organise that?
Oh, well, I used to be on TV. I had this massive, and I was with the youngest
one. They are noisy, aren't they?
And
They're
I went,
extra.
there's a fly past. And I got out, and they're so fast, obviously. And we just caught them heading east. And it was, even at 46 years old, nearly 47 in a month, I still get a thrill at seeing the red arrows.
You know, my brother-in-law is in the RAF, right? So his boys are planes mad. They've been planes mad since they were kids, but the little one got traumatised last year. When he went to an air show, and he said he was having a wee in a box. I think he meant a porta potty.
Yes.
And apparently when he was in there, a tornado flew over really low. And the whole thing shook.
Oh.
And he came out kind of...
God, I remembered. I'll tell you a minute. Let's go to line 1 first. Good evening, line 1. Hello, line 1. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this right? Am I line one?
You are line one, madam, yes.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh, hi there. I'm a first-time caller, and my name's Sonny. I just
Hello,
wanted
Sonny.
to say, oh, hi. I'm really appreciative of you lot. You lot doing a very good job. I used to listen to Talk Sport, but I've just started to listen to you guys, and I really think you're very good.
Thank you, man.
I'm 28 years old, and last year I lost my sight. So I just wanted to basically reflect and tell everyone that's listening that don't take this for granted. Please just do what you got to do, and then just carry on with what you're doing, and just don't take it for granted. Yeah. So I'm in a bit of a predicament where I can't see anything. You see, so I'm missing faces, I'm missing football, and it's just all a bit of a, it's all a bit out in the air at the moment for me. So I just wanted to talk to someone.
Do you mind if I ask how you lost your sight, or you don't have to share that if you don't want to?
No, that's fine. A couple of years ago, I was going through a lot of depression and anxiety and whatnot, and I've got a skin condition, and due to my skin condition, my eyesight got really bad, and then I lost my sight. So I had an operation just before the coronavirus, the lockdown. So that was quite lucky, and I wasn't to know about what was going to happen. So luckily, I got it done. It was 3 hours. They thought it was a cataract, but it was more serious than that. So I was always waiting. Ended up having to go to London, Moorfields Clinic. They sorted it out for me, but they said they don't know because it's been overdue so long that they don't know whether I'll get my sight back or whatever. So now I'm just having to wait. So they operated on just one eye, but like I said, I'm only calling. I'm quite nervous at the moment, but I'm only calling just to enlighten everyone. Just to please keep doing what you're doing. Don't do anything, out of the necessary, and keep going.
And you've got people around you though that are helping you, have you?
Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, I've got friends and whatever, but now that it's been locked down, no one can come see me, so it's a bit difficult. And I've got friends to talk to and whatnot, but I just, it's really hard for me at the moment. I literally have no motivation.
Yeah, I bet.
And I've been listening to talk radio quite a lot, and it is helping me out a lot.
I think a lot of people, I would suggest the majority of people have been suffering from a lack of motivation. I know I have, and you know, so what am I trying to say? So it's very common, but I imagine in your situation that it would be even easier to fall into that.
I don't expect no sympathy. I just want to, like I said, and tell everyone my situation, because hopefully that could help them in the long term. Or
stay indoors, dickheads. Stay indoors. Don't take
that
it
should
for
be
granted.
the new government message, shouldn't it?
Stay indoors, dickheads. Because don't. This is the thing. And you. But what's your name, my friend?
It's Sonny.
Sonny. You said sorry. But people don't get. And I had a similar thing with my mum. My mum was perfectly ill. Then she started dropping things, and she was diagnosed with MS. It can all go. It can all go in a moment. You just do not know what's going to happen tomorrow morning. You just don't know. Yeah. And we take our health and we take everything for granted. And it's insane. It's insane.
No, I'm literally. I can't do nothing without my friends. I go to the pub. There, it's so frustrating. At first, I was totally oblivious to it all, and I didn't really care and whatnot. And like now, it's just starting to hit because of all this standby situation, and I'm listening to too much radio, and they're talking about sun, and I can't even see the sunlight, and I'm literally. I try going to the garden, but I just don't find no motivation at the moment. So hopefully, fingers crossed, just listening to the radio will sort of help me.
Hang in there, man. Hang in there, and give us a call anytime you want.
Sweet. As another thing,
Yeah, go on.
The thing that I really miss so much is my football team, Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, Jesus.
If anyone's listening, any Tottenham Hotspur player, I love you. Just want to say that.
Sonny, take care of yourself, man. You're a good man, and I really appreciate the call. See you later on.
You've been very, confident. Cheers, nice one.
Thank you.
Call us again,
0344 499 1000. Nice guy. Why can't I get that on here? Jeff Lloyd has just retweeted something that might be...
Oh, yeah, and I wanted to watch it, but obviously I can't.
Well, shall we watch it now? It's
got Cilla Black in it, I'm in.
Hang on a minute. I've got to try and... For some reason, it's not showing up on my laptop, so let's see if I can find it. So someone has tweeted this video about how Cilla Black used to eat oranges covered in OXO does not end where you'd expect it to end. And I've watched it silently. I've watched the first few seconds, and it is Cilla Black covering halves of orange juice, orange, the fruit, in OXO. Let's have a little listen. I don't know where this goes. Here we go.
The young Cilla had an OXO recipe of her own. It didn't come from a book.
I helped myself to an orange and I helped myself to an OXO cube. I guess I was so eager to eat the orange and the OXO that it all blended into one. And I thought, oh, I like this. And doesn't that look fabulous?
It's a brown orange.
And this is and I started eating it.
Dirty mare.
The sweet and savoury combination of orange and OXO was Cilla's first taste of sin.
What? I come home from school one day and went to the larder, found some fruit and the OXO. And
She's now in the back of a car, holding an orange and a box of OXO. I used OXO I used OXO for my what did I make?
Stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff. That's what I meant. Stroganoff. There we go. One of my kids didn't like it. Here we go.
Going through the ritual of rubbing the OXO on the orange juice, and it was lovely. Oh, it was so good. And then I thought to myself, my God, it's Friday.
Where on earth is the...
Not supposed to have meat on a Friday, are you? Just fish.
Well, but OXO's not meat, though, is it?
It's beef extract.
It's not meat, though.
Well, ask the Catholic Church.
Okay, all right.
Maybe that's what she's driving at.
Cilla was raised as a Catholic. Eating meat on a Friday was considered sinful. Fearing damnation, a young Cilla rushed to a neighbour's for advice.
Will I be able to take Holy Communion on Sunday because I've just eaten an OXO with an orange? And she said, no, love, you can't.
Wrong, illicit, and against the law of God.
You were right, Catherine. These
I know how this stuff works.
Catholics, they take this stuff very, very seriously, don't they?
Yeah.
You have to go straight away to confession and confess. Now, for a child, not yet a teenager, to put a kid through that was actually torture.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Father, it's 4 months since I've been at confession.
It was bad enough to tell the priest that I'd eaten meat on a Friday, but he asked the fatal question, what did you do when you realised you were eating meat? And I lied. I said I stopped eating the OXO. To actually lie in the confessional box, I don't think, because what's the point in confessional if you're going to lie? So I went back, same priest, and you know what? It was just a simple 10 Hail Marys and twice round the block, and I was absolved.
My word. What a world. 0344.
I've got some oranges I'm looking at here now, thinking.
1000 is the phone number. Has to be said, I've talked to Kath about this privately, but I'm going to say it publicly. I'm fully aware, and I'm really aware tonight, hyper aware of it perhaps, that I'm kind of dominating the show. Do you remember back in the day when it used to be me hosting the show? Do you remember that? And I kind of had to sneak you into the studio and get you as the co-host. And I'm really aware that recently it's been me that's kind of driving the show. And I will explain why, dear listener. It's because I've kind of got the phone box set up in front of me. And it's because there is ever such a slight delay. It's actually pretty good tonight. There's a delay between my signal being sent to London and Kath hearing it and her signal being sent to London and me hearing it, that sometimes makes it really difficult to kind of be spontaneous. And also there are so many reasons. We haven't got the eye contact that's really important, and there's loads of reasons. So all Kath fans... to the Kath fan, I am...
Me mum's gone to bed.
I am aware that I'm dominating it, and I'm sorry.
Don't be daft. Don't be daft. It's the way it's got to be, and I get it. I completely get it. I don't want to be crashing in over your thoughts. I don't want to be crashing in over the callers. And sometimes with the delay, it's been flipping awkward over the last couple of weeks, and I know it's annoying for the listener. So, we're all just dealing with it at the moment.
Making up for it there, weren't you? Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Oh, yeah, I wonder if I could talk to Kath, please. I'm the Kath fan.
Oh, please, away you go, madam.
Hi, Kath, how's it going?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you, Kath fan?
Yeah, good. Yeah, surviving. Didn't go out today, but that's fine. Didn't feel like it. How were your V-Day celebrations?
They were very sunshiny and as jovial as could be, and it was actually very nice to spend some time sitting on my front lawn, which I don't think I've ever done. Who sits on the front garden? No one uses it, apart from the postman who goes across it.
It's true that I've noticed a lot of people utilising their front gardens and front lawns.
Your front area is often overlooked.
Mm.
So
because in America, you often get people, they use their front garden a lot more. They know all their stoop or their stairs and things like that. We don't do that in this country.
No, they'll sit on the porch and watch the world go by. Sometimes grab a rifle, see off the critters.
Well,
so maybe we should do more of that.
Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe tomorrow, everybody should sit outside their front door.
Nah, I think once is enough.
Oh, right, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Are you planning a roast this Sunday, Kath?
Is this an 0898 number for food addicts?
For food fans. Instead of what you're wearing, what you're cooking. I've not made any plans. I'm going completely.
Can I interrupt? Sorry, I've got some breaking news. Hang on,
Go on.
This is serious. I've had a text from my eldest son. There is a big spider in the room. Sorry, carry on. Just breaking news, guys. There's a big spider in the room next door.
If you listen very carefully, you can hear 8 legs stomping.
Oh God, go away, Gatford. Stop chatting up, Catherine. Shut your face. Let's go
was
to.
It Gatford? You don't like me at all.
Let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, line 2.
How are we, sir? In Lock of Downeth.
I'm all rightist.
Are you wearing any trousers? You sound like you're not.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Kath. I've got boxers on.
Yeah, I could tell. It was a state of undress going on. Continue.
I'm in bed. I'm not doing anything bad, just in bed.
All right. Okay.
But I'm a little bit anxious.
Anxious?
Why is that, mate?
Well, I just want to hear that lockdown is not ended on Sunday. I think it's stupid. And I don't think it will be. I think it's just the media, being sensationalist and...
Can I speak freely? Can I speak freely?
Yes.
I hate this country. I really hate it. Huh? I hate it. I hate the press. I hate our politicians, our leaders. I hate most of the people that live here because they're stupid. They're stupid, right? What is sensible is for us to stay indoors, and nothing is going to change until we get a vaccine. Nothing is going to change.
Exactly.
Nothing will change. But yet our newspapers and a lot of our broadcasters and our politicians and loads of thick people who go onto my local Facebook group think that being kept indoors is a breach of their civil liberties and will lead us to being in something like Nazi Germany. You're idiots. Staying indoors is a responsible adult thing to do. And the people that want to change that, I hate them. For God's sake, and all the papers that are going, yeah, on Monday, lockdown ends. You see that the other day, yesterday, I think it was. Oh, yeah, Monday. Oh, yeah. And all the politicians, oh, yeah. I tell you who's got stones. I'll tell you exactly who's got stones. Nicola Sturgeon, who came out on Thursday and said, yeah, we're going to keep the lockdown in Scotland for another 3 weeks. And then it wasn't Keir Starmer. It wasn't. It was one of the Conservatives, maybe the Foreign Minister, whose name escapes me, did his press conference and said, basically the press conference was, we've called this press conference to tell you that we can't answer any of your questions, but there will be a press conference on Sunday that will tell you what you want to know, but you won't be able to ask questions at it. That's it. And Sturgeon had the stones to say there and say, do you know what? It's just not safe. We've got to keep at it for another 3 weeks.
She's actually been very impressive.
She's been great. I'm going to Scotland or New Zealand after this. I'm not even joking.
But yeah, and it's, to be honest, it's like, if they end it now, what was the point of doing it in the first place? Because we all know where it's going to lead, and I'm not a scientist, but yeah. That's the state of play, but I think I've avoided the media pretty much all week. And
yeah, I don't read any papers.
Nah, it's a load of rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the thing that pops up on the phone.
Yeah, I don't read it. Don't read it. I sometimes find myself looking at coronavirus stuff on Twitter, and I go, nah. I don't want to know. Dominic Raab, thank you, Gatford. I don't want to know because it's just an absolute shit show that's going on right now. And it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing, right? We are just shy. I don't have the stats in front of me. We are just shy of the death rate that Italy had. Remember, we were all looking at Italy, like 2 months ago with horror going, oh my God. Well, luckily we are watching that. And so it couldn't happen here because we will learn from their mistakes. We're about that far behind Italy in terms of numbers of deaths, and if we carry on like this, we not only have the highest number of deaths in Europe, we'll have the highest death rate per person, per 100,000 people, however it's measured, in Europe as well. And we were one of the last countries in Europe to get it.
What I find really interesting is the response to that is now, oh, well, we can't really compare ourselves because the way they do their stats is different. It's like, well, we've been comparing ourselves this whole way through. It's been like the third graph you've shown us every single day. So don't tell me that we're not supposed to look at that now.
Yeah, it's we can't compare, and also now is not the time. Now is the time because you're sentencing people to death. We need to play.
Can I make you feel better, Billy?
We need to play something to cheer us up. Would you indulge me? Indulge me for 35 seconds. Hope that helped, Bill.
It was brilliant. Thanking you.
Thanking you, sir. 03444991000. Amy, did we do that 40 break?
No, we did not.
I'm going to keep a tally because this is awful. This is embarrassing. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I keep thinking I've got loads of wisdom to import, and I haven't. I haven't got any.
When did you come to this conclusion?
Like just during that break.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so the programme that we've discovered and no one else has discovered, and I discovered it, and I told Catherine about it, so I will include her as part of the discovery group, but I was the first.
Yeah.
Is New Girl, starring Zoe Deschanel. Zoe Deschanel. And I'm a big fan of her work, although this is the first thing I've ever seen her in.
No, you've seen Elf.
She's not in Elf.
She is.
And she's not. Yeah. And, okay, you're embarrassing yourself there, mate.
Very much in Elf.
She's not. You're thinking of Will Ferrell, who also did that song Happy. And it is a lovely little sitcom, charming little sitcom, very funny, quirky. She is adorable. Turns out I look like her husband. She's married to both of the Property brothers, and I look like both of them. Slightly more like the more handsome of the two, but I could pass for either if I had to.
We can never tell which one's which. It depends which one's had a shave.
Exactly. And it's a really good show, and it's on Netflix. They've just dumped it. I think that's the phrase. It's just dumped on Netflix, and I thoroughly recommend it to everybody. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Is that me?
It is you.
Is it me? It's you, isn't it? No, it must be you. It can't be me.
It can't be me. Is it you, Kath?
Oh, definitely not.
It's me, Nigel.
No.
I've developed.
Do you know what, Nigel?
I've developed.
Do you know what? Hang on. Because yesterday I tried to corral you down a certain avenue. Tonight,
no.
just for a few minutes, I'm just going to let you chat because I'm really keen. Hang on, Nigel, hang on. I'm just going to let you chat for a bit because I'm just really keen to see where it goes. So, what have you called in for?
Right, I'll tell you the reason being. I've got a combination. I was really hooked into the advert about Down syndromes. And you know...
Well, we can't really talk about the advert, so I'm going to have to ask you to talk about something else.
Right, okay. Well, I spoke to you yesterday about the Norwegian Wood thing, and I entered Norwegian Wood, and it was very premature in its content. So I've rewritten it as if I once met a girl, and she introduces me to Norwegian Wood.
Okay, let's hear it.
She takes me to Norwegian Wood. Right. I'll try and sing it, but I'm not even a singer. I once saw a girl, or should I say, she once saw me. I once met a girl, or should I say, did she greet me? I said hello to this girl, and she said hello to me.
Come on.
I asked one Jesus. I asked where I was. She said you are in a thick wood. She then smiled at me. Yes, this is my Norwegian wood. I said to the girl, oh, it feels so good. Once, she smiled at me now. Yes, you are here, Norwegian wood. I started to smile, and she beckoned me forward with her hand. I walked to the girl, and she said, now please take my hand. I said, please, is this magic here in Norwegian wood? She smiled, and she offered her hand, and she gave me a kiss. I said, excuse me, but my pockets are lonely. Miss. That's it.
If anybody, Nigel, I'm going to let you go, mate. Thank you. That was absolutely incredible. 0344 499 1000. Two things. Amy, could I get sent that, please?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And secondly, if anybody, I know we have some great musicians out there. If anybody wants to put that to music or wants to sing that over, those lyrics over, if anyone wants to do something with that, I would love that. I genuinely, Catherine, thought that was brilliant.
That reminded me, in a good way, right?
Yep.
That reminded me of, do you remember those old charity pots where you could put a penny in and it went down a spiral?
Oh, yes.
It was that.
Yeah.
Really big one.
Yeah. I enjoyed that more than I should have done. Thank you for that,
I think
Nigel.
it made more sense than the original, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Let's go to line... I like that she beckoned me with her hand. Line 1, you're on... And his pocket's a miss. Line 1...
And he didn't go for the obvious rude...
No, piss.
Joke, exactly.
That's what I thought he was going to go. Didn't
He was bigger than that.
Yeah, thank you, Nigel. I really enjoyed that. Let's go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
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 Yes.
Am I talking to Ian?
Yes, you are.
I didn't speak to anybody beforehand.
We're taking calls straight to air. Thanks for listening to tonight's show.
I'm listening on the TV.
Show off?
No. So my question tonight is the lockdown. What's going on?
Call me now, 083 0344499 1000. Let's go to line 1. The lockdown, what's going on? Well, I think it's going on, it's really bad. Thanks very much for your call. Let's go to line 2. Line 2 is Terry from Luton. Terry, I think it's a real pain in the ass. Well, that's lovely, Terry. Thanks very much for your call. We'll be speaking to Bucks County Council about that later on in the show.
Hello?
Hello?
Am I still in with you? What's happening?
Hello, you're on the air, line 2.
So my question is about the lockdown.
Yes. Hang on, I think we've got... So you asked the question, and I think we've got some calls for you. So go on, you ask the question, and I'll put a call through.
Okay.
Go on.
So how is the lockdown?
No, the question was, lockdown, what's happening? All right?
Lockdown,
and then
what's
then
happening?
you say lockdown, what's happening, and then you say line 2. Okay, away you go.
Lockdown, what's happening? Line 2. Line 2, hello, speak.
Oh, that's how it works.
What's your name?
Hello?
What's your name, please? Say your name.
Well, what's your name?
You're on the radio. What's your name?
Yeah. My name is David Leonard Babcock.
How are you doing, how's your lockdown, David?
Personal.
Well, I don't... Are we in lockdown still? Because it doesn't seem like it, is it?
Excuse me?
Are we in lockdown still? Because it doesn't seem like it, does it?
Okay, thank you very much for your call. And let's go to line 5 or 6. What line? Any other line? Thank you for your call, David. Sorry?
I think it's you that's going to leave. Thank you. Off you go.
Oh, well, okay. Thank you very much for your call. Lockdown special. Any other line?
Oh. Howdy, Padre. This is Chuck Winkle, live from America.
You're from America. Thank you very much for your call. Let's move on to a lockdown special. Oh, let's not. So, good evening.
Am I on the line?
Excuse me?
I'm on air?
Yeah. How can I help you?
It's Bill from Scarborough.
And how's your lockdown?
It was all right up until last night when I've had a bit of problem with my guttering and my sewage outlet, and my toilet's been blocked for a week, and it's all mounted up and it looks like a big cake.
Okay. So, what's the next step?
I'm going to skim it off. I've got a golf club. I'm going to skim it off tomorrow.
Excuse me?
Just, whack at the top layer of it and go, 4! And then that should sort it for another week.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you very much for that lockdown insight 2020. Oh.
Hello, am I on?
Lockdown. Excuse me?
Am I live?
What's your name or where do you come from?
Hello, it's Derek from Chumley.
Derek, what do you do for a living?
I'm a murderer.
And what do you labour?
No, you might have misheard me. I'm a murderer.
Yeah, the line is a little bit fuzzy because of the technical problem.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yeah. I never go nowhere, man, I never go nowhere. Traffic's bad out there, man, I'm saving wear and tear. I like conditioned air, man, I never go nowhere. I go upstairs, downstairs, backyard, lawn chairs, living room, bathroom, bedroom, furnace room, hot tub, cedar deck, build-a-fire, washer, dryer, pantry, patio, bar, aroma, video, cold cellar, rec room, ping pong, mahjong, beer count, where, then speed dial, order in. I ain't going nowhere, man, I ain't going nowhere. It's dangerous out there, man, might have been a big bomb scare. Hard to get off of this easy chair, I ain't going nowhere. I go online, DSL, Amazon, buy and sell, eBay, layaway, last bid, noon today, plasma, Judy Judge, broadband, Matt Drudge, J Crew, BNN.com, CNN, JPEG, email, pop-up, she-mail, shower cam, filter spam, slime, bam, I think it's spam. I ain't going nowhere, man, never gonna go nowhere. It's a bungled jungle out there, man, some kid got mauled by a bear. Surround sound in my own lair, I ain't going nowhere. I got perimeter motion, doggy door, mail call, people, Avon, wireless strobes on, pin code, keypad, relay, pepper spray, home base, interface, 3-zone, plug and play, infrared, photocell, squad car, decibel, choppers up, sonic boom, activate the panic room. Zantac, Lipitor, Diazepam, Nexium, Prevacid, Percocet, Levitra, Levaquin, Elavil, Fosamax, Plavix, Keflex, Next Day, FedEx, Zithromax, Epilox, Flexeril, Topamax, Prozac, Ativan, Adderall, I take them all. I ain't going nowhere, man, never gonna go nowhere. I'm cutting my own hair, man, nothing I need out there. Outside sunny, but inside share, I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere.
034449911000. Rick Moranis, ladies and gentlemen, is the artist. Rick Moranis, the artist. The late night alternative. Last one this week. Last one for a few days. Me and Kath are off Monday and Tuesday. Why the hell not? Let's take a couple of calls and then let's just chew the fat ourselves, Catherine. 034449911000. Oh, you can listen on DAB. You can download any radio app, or you can watch half of the show if you go to youtube.com/Iain Lee. If you are watching on YouTube, there's a thumbs up button. If you smash that thumbs up button, and also if you subscribe, that would be really helpful for me. Thank you. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless. Big build-up. Big old build-up there, Catherine. It did. Let's try again. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Boom.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Oh, hello. So.
It's what? So your phone dropped out just as you gave us the vital informazione.
It's David in Toronto.
Hello, David. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Hello to Catherine as well.
Yes, okay.
Oh, well, yeah. It's just a quick one. Because I heard you speaking about Zoe Deschanel.
Yes.
And her being with one of the Property Brothers.
Yes.
And you looking like the Property Brothers. Now, I've spoken to you a few times. I was a casting director here. I discovered the Property Brothers. In 2008 when I first moved here.
Okay.
And I actually showed them a picture of you when I first met them. Because I said, you look so much alike.
Shut up.
True. And,
what?
They were like both 6'4" each, and this is before they were famous. This is obviously like the first time I actually met them. And I remember both of them were like 6'4" each. And I thought, they look just like Iain Lee. And I got a picture on my phone and I said, you look like, my favourite radio guy. And I showed them a picture of you. They both looked at it and kind of went, are you just saying that all white people look the same?
Oh. I'm assuming you're a black guy, David.
You assume correctly, sir.
Okay, that makes that joke work. Otherwise, that's a weird joke.
I mean, it makes it slightly more understandable that they would say that.
I'm getting a sliding doors moment, Catherine. I could have been one of the Property Brothers.
If only you'd have had another.
Let me be their... David, what's their phone number? I'll call them up tomorrow. I'll be their English cousin.
You could. They're billionaires now. And the really interesting is everybody hated them.
Yeah.
When I first met them and stuff, and I pitched them, a lot of people said they were too tall and weird looking.
Wow. They're very handsome.
Sounds familiar, Ian.
Handsome, normal-sized men.
Yeah, but then, and then it was luckily a vice president I used to, he was somewhat inept and put them forward to a network, and the network loved them, and now they're like huge.
But before I indulge you any further, David, are you still in a position of power in American television?
No, not anymore.
Oh, Jesus. Who's this loser, Catherine? Why have we got some jerk?
Whoa, wait.
He's a jerk. He's a piece of trash.
Well, let me put it this way.
Okay.
And you've talked about, you've talked about the ups and downs of your broadcasting career, and I worked in television as well, and there you go. I've talked about not only did I discover the Property Brothers in 2011, I'd spoken and pitched a Joe Exotic.
Oh, yeah.
He's got blood on his hands.
And I spoke to him in about 2011, and when I pitched him, I was sort of told, who wants to speak to that loser? Who's that? That's nonsense. At the time. So
what do you do now then, David?
Yeah, I work in a supermarket.
Oh man, there's showbiz for you.
I work at the tech arm of a company called Loblaws, like Tesco.
How come? How did that happen?
I don't know really, because
right.
I've done there's like Sisterwise on TLC. I met those guys before, and I pitched those guys, and sometimes I just think people either listen to you and pay attention or they don't.
Yeah.
I remember you speaking a very long time ago about having to come to terms with when things probably didn't work out the way you wanted to in your particular career, and I've had to do the same thing. When Tiger King came out, I was like,
yeah,
that could have been $9 million.
Yeah, watched by 36 million people. That show has been watched, to the point that Nicolas Cage is making a movie. And I think, I remember I spoke to that guy, I'm lying on my bed on the phone once. And he was, I knew all those sort of stories and all those things sort of, in 2011. But the people that I happened to be in front of me at that time obviously didn't really sort of listen to me that much.
Yeah.
So, that's what kind of happened.
Frustrating.
Oh, yeah, well, that's it can be. I admit that it did penetrate when I saw that show come on and I saw how popular it was. The Property Brothers are huge, now Bat's huge, and Sisterwise, that was huge as well. So, yeah. So there are times when, I'm struggling to think, my apartment's a bit too expensive and I'm only earning $24 an hour. Yeah, I have those moments. But then, what can you do?
Well, what can you do? And sometimes you got to go, this hasn't worked. I've had a good run. It's not worked. It's time to look in a different direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And be grateful for what you do have. And things could be worse. And who's to say there's nothing else, better coming around the corner? Who knows?
Hey, David, nice to talk to you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate your call. Stay safe.
Okay.
Thank you, mate. Bye-bye.
Hi, David.
Let's go to line 3. Line 3, you're on the wireless. Got loads of calls here.
Hello,
line
Ian.
3. Hello.
Steve from Twickenham here.
Hello, Steve.
Yes, I just want to tell you about my life in lockdown. It made no bloody blooming difference to me. I'm still traipsing in and out of shops and public transport, and I'm even going into the studio at work. The only reason I'm doing that is because I don't know how to work modern technology. But don't tell the producers who I bully that. Please.
Thank you very much indeed, Steve. Let's go to I was just about to go to line 5, and line 5 disappeared. It popped up there. Let's go to line. Thank you, Steve. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, it's Naomi.
It's the posh one.
Not the tattooed one.
No.
But you know what? I could be posh and have a tattoo.
Some posh people do it, don't they? Yes, they like to do it, yes. See how the other half live.
Well, they do it just to annoy Daddy, don't they?
Yes. What have you got for us tonight, Naomi?
Well, a couple of things. One thing I'm incandescent about.
Oh.
One thing I'm very
Go on, Kath.
pleasurable about.
Let's go for incandescence first and then calm down with the pleasure.
That seems the best option. Always. So I popped to my local shop tonight to get some Schlur. You're aware of Schlur, are you? It's a nice drink.
Do they sell that in Fortnum's?
Drink. Fortnum?
I love
Schlur.
Yeah.
Just had that. Well, but I couldn't find it.
No.
And when I went to the, I think you call them a cashier. I asked for some Schlur, and they were really upset with me, and I wasn't sure why. And they asked me how much I've had to drink. But I know it sounds weird, but Schlur is a lovely drink, and we can all admit that Schlur exists. I haven't just made it up, right?
It's a very refreshing drink, and it's always what I would used to take when I'd go to places where people were told to bring a bottle out as the non-alcoholic drinking. I would always take a bottle of Schlur, but it's quite expensive. It's basically it's posh fizzy squash.
Take the bottle, wake the Schlur.
Okay, yep, there we go. She's good. Okay, back to you, Catherine.
Isn't that? I mean, I don't really know what it is, but I just fancied some over this evening because it's a bank holiday, I believe. Who cares about what that even is? It's the new normal of the days of days.
I think it's the perfect accompaniment to some sedate whoopee.
Thank you. Some sedate whoopee. Oh, okay.
Exactly. You don't want to go too mad, so you get the Schlur. If you want to go mad, then it's going to be Lambrini.
Lambrini is a delicious drink. I know you've tried it. I can tell that. But I'm annoyed that I got sent out of my shop because I think they thought that Schlur wasn't really a thing, and I found it just a little bit too drunky.
Were you wearing clothes? I mean, I'm just trying to get the context for this. Was there anything else you were doing that could be possibly deemed offensive?
I was wearing a dress. I was wearing a nice dress. Wow. I mean, I did have a tiara on at the same time, but you just have to experiment with what you're going to wear, really. Exactly. I think wear everything at this point. You can wear everything, right? It's okay.
Who's going to judge now?
Of course, we are. Oh, hang on a minute. Where's that coming from? Because I was. Hang on, bear with me.
Are you playing an organ?
Yes, I was. What I meant to play was...
New normal. Ooh. She sounds nice. New normal. Oof.
Oh, you're getting off on your own
Can
voice.
I talk to you?
Do you know that's you?
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't know.
New normal.
Say it again, please. New normal. New normal. I mean... That's weird if I was getting off on myself, but I can't deny that I'm not. So
lockdown's tough on us all.
Also, what happened? Can I say that there was definitely social distancing happened, but I have a very attractive neighbour downstairs.
He's attractive downstairs.
No, he's downstairs. No, he's downstairs. But I had a little knock on the door tonight. I've had it before, a couple of weekends ago, when I was on my balcony, and I heard this sort of... Well, he just said, I've got you some meat. And I'll be honest with you, I was really hungover, and I thought, he was cooking a barbecue, to give you context.
Dirty pervert.
But he said, I've got you some meat. And I said, I'm not ready for it right now, because I wasn't. But tonight... I have a knock on the door.
Shag a pony.
Well, front door, always front door, to be honest, always the front. He just, I thought it was going to be a package of something else, but it was my neighbour said, I brought you the meat, and he did. Lovely, I've actually got our meeting in the kitchen now.
He really wants you to have his meat, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Dirty pervert.
It's a lovely barbecue. Well, sadly, it was just some barbecue meat, which was nice, but...
I got a mouthful of sausage.
No sausages. It's kind of a bit veggie, really, which is disappointing. There's a lot of peppers. I can't eat peppers. That's not really for me. It's not really for anybody, peppers, are they? It's not really a food that anyone really enjoys.
I like peppers.
It's not the new normal to eat peppers. New normal, right?
Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
Yeah. Should I say that?
Give us the meat. Give us the meat.
More meat. Give me more meat. Give me more meat.
Fanny.
Give us the 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 meat.
Fanny.
New normal.
Give
What
us
can
the
I-
meat. Give us the
Fanny.
meat.
Yes. What
Thanks
can
for your
I
call,
do
Naomi.
for him?
Thank you for your call. Nothing. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Did she take his meat or not? We're never going to find out.
I've got my kids next door. I feel so seedy. This is Second Break. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Oh, I'm having fun tonight. Do you know what? I've just got to listen to this one more time before we take a call. Hang on.
I once saw a girl, or should I say, she once saw me. I once met a girl, or should I say, did she greet me? I said hello to this girl, and she said hello to me.
Come on.
I asked one Jesus. I asked where I was. She said you are in a thick wood. She then smiled at me. Yes, this is my Norwegian word. I said to the girl, oh, it feels so good. Once, she smiled at me now. Yes, you are here, Norwegian word. I started to smile, and she beckoned me forward with her hand. I walked to the girl, and she said, now please take my hand. I said, please, is this magic here in Norwegian word? She smiled, and she offered her hand, and she gave me a kiss. I said, excuse me, but my pockets are only a miss.
Now, you've seen the film yesterday, Catherine. Imagine it was him that was the only person that remembered the Beatles and had to recreate their entire back catalogue. I love that.
I think we've all probably got our favourite line in that particular song there, and mine is, you are in a thick wood. You are in a thick wood. It's like Lewis Carroll wrote Norwegian Wood.
Oh, it's great. It's great. If there's any musicians want to take that and do it, and imagine that with the guitar. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's go to line 4. 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
I was just wondering how your family's Animal Crossing islands were coming on.
That bloody game. I swear to God, that bloody game. I hate it. I had to Google. What was I Googling today? Can you get gates for fences? No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, because that would be complicated.
What are the chances of making more money on a money tree if you bury your money?
About 1 in 3, I think.
Yeah. He's going for it though. How does Photopia work? And I only knew about Photopia because I heard it being discussed on a podcast, so I knew that you could. So we met Harv, who's just like a stoner.
I don't think I know what Photopia. Oh, that's Harv's Island, right?
Is that what it's called? Photopia, isn't it? Harv's the Stoner's photo
Harv's
studio.
Island, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that. Someone moved onto the island, but we're not sure if they've gone because we can't find them anymore.
If they've moved on, they'll be there for a while.
Okay. So it's doing my, and I'm sat there trying to read a book. I'm reading my first ever book on a tablet. I've never read a book on a tablet, and I'm really enjoying the thing of it. And my kid just keeps going, Daddy, can you Google this? Daddy, do you want to see this? Daddy, do you want to see this bug? It looks really real. Daddy, what should I do now? Daddy, can you Google this? Constantly. So I'm playing a game that I love watching him play because he's really into it, but I hate it with a passion. How's your world going, Catherine?
She didn't play it today because we made sure that we were doing outdoor unplugged activities, but she'll be back on it tomorrow with a vengeance. And those kids are clocking up some air miles going between their islands, aren't they? So,
I think so. Yeah, I got some when I went to Rogers Island earlier. I didn't realise that was a thing, but yeah.
My youngest has been helping Ian's youngest, fill his house. She bought him a toaster, and it took him about 3 days to work out how she could give him the toaster. Because she invited him to her house, but then she wasn't allowed to move anything around because apparently that's rude.
Yeah.
So, there's all that going on. There's a beautiful friendship forming over what is quite a dull game when you talk about it.
It's really, really dull. It's really dull. Listen, and I am knocking it slightly comically, but I do hate it, but I get why people love it, and I think it's come out at exactly the right time for a game like that, where normality and routine and building stuff
and wholesomeness.
Yeah. But God, I nearly swore then. Flipping heck, I hate it. It's just one of those games, and I look at it and I go, well, what is the point? There is no point to this at all. And those
is that any different to Minecraft though?
It's just building.
No, Minecraft is pointless as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Minecraft is a load of old crap. It's pointless.
I mean, I put about 250 hours into Animal Crossing, so I'm not the best person to. So,
is there going to come a time when they declare battle royale and then everyone just gets mown down?
You can this is cool. You can download actual works of art from, is it the Getty Museum?
Oh right, yeah.
And put them
Yeah.
put them in your house. Now that's kind of cool for like 30 seconds. But it's just I flip in.
You can also wear. You can wear costumes that people have made on the internet as well. So I go around as like Star Trek and.
Of course you
that's
do, mate.
cute.
Of course you do. What do you do in the game, Pete?
I've not worn trousers in weeks.
Oh dear God! You're at your mum's house.
She's seen it all before.
Yeah, exactly. My mum would say, "I've seen it all before."
Yeah, I'm wearing boxers.
Goodbye, Pete. Goodbye, Pete. Goodbye, Pete.
What a delightful picture he paints.
Human being, awful. Let's play the game of life. Let's go for a couple of withheld. If you bury 10,000 bells in the glowing hole.
What?
Hang on. Who's crying? Pats. Hello, darling. Sorry, did I shut you out? If you bury 10,000 bells in the glowing hole, is that a porno? It's guaranteed 20,000 bells profit.
Oh, I must write this stuff down. It'll mean something to someone.
Let me write that down. 10,000 bells. Hang on.
Glowing hole.
10,000 bells.
Please let me remember what this means tomorrow.
Glowing. Hello, Patty. Glowing hole. 20,000 bells profit.
Beautiful.
I do that. Okay. I do that sometimes. I say th instead of f and f instead of th, and it makes me feel so embarrassed.
Oh, my youngest had problems with that when she was kind of learning to speak, and so we used to do a little practice. Furry things, furry things, furry things.
Well, Kath, there are people at home who are going to be getting turned on by you saying furry things.
Furry things.
Let's go to line one. Line one, you're on the wireless.
Your mum's house. Hello, Ian. Hello.
Glowing hole.
Hello, line one.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
What have you got for us?
Hello. Oh, you can hear me, yeah? Hello?
Yes, what have you got for us?
Oh, sorry. I was going to talk about homeschool, if that's okay.
Okay, it's really, really muffled.
Oh, is it? Just give me a sec, let me try this.
Come on, I'm muffled. Come on, I know you're worried your mum's going to hear you. But what's she going to do? What's she going to do? We're living in anarchy.
Hello?
This is chaos.
Is that better?
Hello, yes.
Right, this is my headset, so this should be better. So homeschooling.
Yes.
I've not been doing any of the work for like 3 weeks.
Yes, mate, hardcore.
So I'm going to need some... Well, no, because I started doing it, and there was a day where I wasn't feeling too good, and I just got completely behind. And then I just not caught up since, and just been playing GTA and whatnot. And I need some tips on how to get motivated again to do it.
I haven't got any tips. I haven't got any motivation. I haven't got any motivation. I've got all these big ideas, and I'm not motivated to do anything. I cleaned most of the house apart from the bathroom today. That was the most I've done in 6 weeks.
I don't know. I can't even bother to get up and turn the Xbox on. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal.
It's spiraling, like, you know, because I was in a week before everyone else because my sister had symptoms. She was okay in the end, so I was been in for a week longer than everyone else. Same as, what was her name? On the TV, Susanna Reid. We went off the same day she did, and it just feels, I know I'm exaggerating, but it feels like we've been so much longer than everyone else, even though it's a week, if you get me.
I get it.
I
get you.
I didn't say bye to people or anything. I'm just like, I just can't even bother to message people. Like, I don't know how things are going to go back to normal. Like, I've not spoken to people for so long.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what to. I'm going to tell you what to do, and I don't often tell people. Right, I suggest I'm going to tell you what to do. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock. No. Tomorrow at midday, you're going to phone up one of your friends.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
That's it. That's all you got to do. That's it for tomorrow. That's it. Tomorrow at midday, phone up one of your friends. That'll break the cycle. And that might be all you do tomorrow. And do you know what? That's fine. But tomorrow, midday, phone up one of your friends.
Yeah.
Set a little alarm on your phone. Set an alarm on your phone. Set an alarm on your phone to go off at midday and just make that phone call.
I'll do it right after the call. Thank you. Also, I'm not, you know, that lockdown ending, I don't think it will, but if it does, it's going to be so awkward to go back to normal, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
Why?
It's going to be hard. Well, just because it's just a massive period of our lives that has just stopped, basically, and then we're just going to go back in like nothing's happened. That's what.
But how quickly did you get used to lockdown?
I've not really got used to it, so I've not got into a routine. I've just
I've not got into a routine, but I got used to it. I got used to it by the end of the first week, and I'll get used to. It'll be weird. It'll be weird going back, but I'll get into it at the end of the first week.
You're okay because you got some sort of work to do, if you know what I mean. You got.
Well, so have you, but you're just not doing it. You lazy git. Come on.
Are your kids doing it?
Yes, they are. Because I tie them to a chair and they do not move until that work is finished.
That's fair enough.
Don't beat yourself up too much, man. It's a weird time for everybody. How old are you?
14.
Okay, well, 14's a tough age to get. I know for some it's not, but I found at 14 it's a really tough age to get motivated. And if I had been removed from the structure of school, I really wonder how my life would have turned out. It's not everybody. I'm sure Catherine would be the opposite, but I know I wouldn't have been self-motivated and I would have let everything slip. This is a really weird, huge time that everyone is going through. However you're feeling is right for you.
My suggestion...
Kath, you want to say something?
Yeah, claim the small victories, right? If you get up and brush your teeth and put clean pants on, boom, you're done, you're golden. If you make that phone call tomorrow, brilliant. It's progress, not perfection, okay? So don't think about all the stuff you haven't done. Think about the stuff you've managed, right? Despite the fact that the world is going to pot around your ears. You're doing all right. Yeah. You're doing all right.
Yeah. Hang in there, my friend. You got this. Let me go to line 4. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. It's Chris.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going, man?
None of your business. What you got for us?
Long time listener, first time caller, my friend.
I'm so good at that belt. Sorry, Patty. I woke Patty up, who's hiding behind a monitor.
Okay, Ian. Been a fan for a long time, my friend. All the way back to your 11 o'clock days.
You're old, man. What have you got for us tonight?
First 10 were rubbish, but you nailed it the 11th time round. I just want to play today's competition. I just want to answer the question on today's competition, please.
Okay. Which bird lays the biggest egg?
Is it Ghostbusters 2?
Afraid that's the incorrect answer. Of course, it was the ostrich. But thank you very much for playing. It's always appreciated. Let's go to line... I didn't get any of that call. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Hey, Ian, I found the song that I want to play to you.
You found a thong?
Yeah.
You found... Whose thong is it?
Well, it's originally REM's Losing My Religion, but it's a remix
REM's... You found REM's thong?
No, songs, music.
Oh, songs. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I wouldn't put it past Stipe, though, I'm just saying.
Yeah, dirty bugger.
So basically, it's the Donald Trump remix, okay? I'm going to play it here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
we have to get our country open, and we have to get it open soon. That's me and Corona.
Thanks very much for your call. 03444991000. Oh, I hate stuff like that, man. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Patty likes to. I'm just going to show you on YouTube. Although this
is she still gassy?
She doesn't really fart much now. Very, very occasionally. But she's just there. Look at her. She sits behind the computer monitor.
Warm, I suppose.
Well, yeah. She's so when she just falls asleep. How can cats sleep with their heads up? Oh, look. Oh, God, I love her so much.
I think it's just the way their skeletons are stacked.
Love her so much. Patty. Puppets. She's gone to sleep.
You're doing your kitten voice. I don't know if you know you're doing that out loud.
I know, I don't care. I have no... I sit in the back garden going, big boy. After that dirty, big old stray that struts around.
I think there's something about you that needs to save Big Boy.
Because does Big Boy represent me?
Is he your spirit animal?
He might be. I'm going to save him. He came really close to the house today. I put some food out for him. He came really close. He mews. The other cats are generally cool with him, but sometimes he scares them a bit. And he just sits. I know he's there because he just goes, meow, meow, meow. Sorry, Patty,
Here's
that
the
was
thing.
me.
At first, we thought that Big Boy was some kind of renegade, living beyond the law and doing what he wants. But actually, I think there's something quite sad about Big Boy.
Yeah, I think it's sad. I want to get him. I don't know if there are any cat people, rescue people out there. Don't tweet me about it because I can't be bothered. But I mean, I know some that I can speak to. But my plan is to get him, put him in a box, and bury him alive.
Oh.
No, take him to the vets, get him, checks if he's chipped, he won't be. Get his balls cut off, get him, defleed and dewormed and all of that, cleaned. And then, I mean, he won't stay in my house because he looks quite old, and I would imagine he's feral. Well, I don't know if he's feral because he keeps
coming back though, doesn't he?
He keeps coming back, and he's not gone for any of the other cats. He kind of sits with them, and they just sit there. There's a weird thing. I just went in the garden the other day, and they were just all sort of sat there looking at each other, and no one had an arch back. No one was hissing. None of that stuff. And I want to get him and get him cleaned up.
That's what Jackson Galaxy would do, isn't it? And he's Catman.
Oh yeah, no, I feel sorry for this guy because he looks like he's probably covered in worms and lice, and he's horny and he's hungry, and he came and ate some food tonight. And I don't think he would stay in my house, but if he was clean and had no bollocks, I would quite happily welcome him as a regular visitor to the house. I'd put food out for him and stuff, if that was the life that he wanted to lead. Anyway, let's go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello, line 3. Are you on speakerphone?
Oh yeah, I am. It's Steve again. I thought I'd give you a song if you fancy it.
Okay.
Steve from Cardiff. Are you ready? I know it's one you like. Are you ready? I'll do it. Okay, here we go.
This is going to end badly.
Well, I built my life around you, did what I thought was right.
Oh.
You ain't cared about me, now I've seen the light. Oh, darling, there ain't no pleasing you. You seem to think that everything I ever did was wrong. I should have known it.
No.
Oh, darling, there ain't no pleasing you. Scrolling down. You only had to say the word. You knew I'd do it. You had me where you wanted me, but you went and blew it. Now everything I ever done was only done for you. But now you can go and do just what you want to do. I'm telling you, 'cause I ain't gonna be made look a fool no more. You done it once too often, what do you take me for? Oh, darling, there ain't no please again. A bit of a shortened version next. I know you haven't got much time.
Thank you very much, Steve. That was lovely. That was very, very lovely. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to line 6. 6, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hi, Ian. How you doing? I'm Kath. Hello.
Hello there. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Good. How's things?
You know, I don't know, Kath. How's things?
Yeah.
Happening somewhere else.
It's all right. Yeah. Kind of like that, is it? Yeah. But,
anyway, what have you called in for?
I need your advice about the thing I'm doing. I wonder if you could help me. So I do this comedy show in a pub, but obviously I don't do that anymore. I do it now from my house on Facebook, live, online. And it's quite difficult to do it all by yourself. So I was wondering, could you give me any advice about, because you're in your house doing your show live online. You have help, but you have Haley and Sam and people like that, but I don't.
Haley?
So it's proven quite difficult.
Amy.
Haley.
Haley's nothing to
Amy,
do with
sorry.
Haley
Haley
works
was
on ours.
the
We have
woman.
Amy, we have the excellent Amy and the excellent Sam.
Yeah, I would love to have them. How much are they in our...
Dirty bastard. You leave them alone. Oh, you mean have them helping out with you? I'm so sorry, I misunderstood. Well, when we do the Zoom show, in a week, in 9 days' time, with close to 200 tickets, it's going to be me doing the technical. It's me. I'm going to be doing it all.
Right. Well, how about I give you a bit of advice about Zoom?
There we go. This is what we want. I want advice. Yes.
Yeah. So my show it's on Zoom. So I've got me as the host, and then I've got like 4 other comedians. And they're all sitting at the computers and stuff. And then so I have to spotlight, instead of switching between the people, you have to spotlight them. So you have to spotlight yourself, and they say, well, okay, we're going to go to Carol in Dublin. And then we spotlight Carol, and then we go to her, and then you have to mute everybody else and do all that. I would do a practice first if you haven't done it already.
Genuinely writing this down. Spotlight, okay. Yeah.
Good. Spotlight. Have you bought Zoom? You obviously have. It's like 12.
I've bought the pro package, and then I'm going to upgrade it so that we can have several hundred people.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. I don't know if you need the pro package to have several hundred people, but I'd really like to get rid of the logo. Oh, do you?
You do.
I think it's about £100 to get rid of the logo, though.
I don't care about the logo. Couldn't give a stuff about the logo.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Anyway, no, but it's quite difficult doing it on my own. I find it quite stressful, and I only stopped drinking like a week ago as well. I thought the drinking was a problem, you see. So I stopped the drinking last night. I did last night, but I messed it up last night at the start again. It's okay for the full hour, but if you start it, you probably know this. And I know you said, like, doing a show every day.
I knew this wasn't about Zoom. Yeah, go on.
Oh, right.
I knew it wasn't a call about Zoom. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to the meat and two veg of it.
You know the crack. So, no, I did. I was doing the show in the pub, and, like, I would try not to drink in the pub, obviously, which is ridiculous because I'm an alcoholic, And then I had lockdown, and I didn't do any drinking in lockdown at all. I did no drinking for 4 weeks, but I didn't go to AA meetings or anything. There weren't any. And then somebody said, "Oh, why don't you do it online? Why don't you do the show online?" And so I did that, and that, of course, then that was the excuse to have the drink. Then, so I had the drink and I had the show, and the show went good for the first 2 weeks.
So what do you want to know? Do you want me to tell you to stop drinking, or do you want me to tell you to do the show's good?
I don't know what I want to, and that's why I'm ringing up.
Yeah, I know you don't, and that's what you need. You need to focus, and I don't think you'll be able to find that focus tonight. But you need to focus and focus on one thing.
Yeah,
because you don't know what you want. You're bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, it's totally all over the place, and I've got to work from my house. I've got all this computer equipment and video equipment in my house. And then I've got all this work and all my clients, and all they want to do online everything. And I've got my own online thing, and it's all mad. Really, really, that's what it's about. The focus is on the inability to focus on anything, I think. And then you just drink, and then you don't drink, and then you go mad, and then you throw your phone at the wall.
You've literally thrown your phone at the wall, haven't you?
Have I literally? Oh, not now. No.
But you have done in the past.
Oh God, yeah.
I knew that wasn't a throw.
Yeah. Or do you know what I did one time? I got this phone, and I actually twisted it in half. I twisted one end, twisted the other, and ripped it apart. And the battery came out, and it all blurred out.
They break easily. I mean, what can I tell you? Don't drink and do better shows. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Rory, Kath, any thing?
No. You know what you need to do, Rory.
Yeah, I've gone to some meetings, Kath. I went to a meeting today on Zoom, and then I went to one last night, and they were
Keep
great.
doing it.
Yeah,
Keep doing it.
Good. Yeah. The thing is, this is 10 years. 10 years since I first gave up alcohol. I gave up alcohol for 6 years, and I did loads of stuff, and it was all great. And then I went back on it again in 2016.
And how did that work out?
Oh, that's doesn't work. You attempt to control it, but you can't. If you're an alcoholic, you can't control your drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't sound done to me. You don't sound like you're ready yet.
Well, that's what they keep telling me. They keep telling me that so you haven't surrendered. You haven't surrendered.
You don't sound like you want to. You don't sound like you want to.
I do. I do, Ian. Well, what are people that sound like they want to supposed to sound like?
They don't work in pubs.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't anymore. I want to do a comedy show in a pub, and where else am I supposed to do it?
Well, at the moment you can't go into pubs, so that shouldn't be an issue. I don't know. You just don't sound to me like, and I don't want to talk you out of it, but you just don't sound desperate enough, man. You don't sound.
Oh God, Ian! Seriously, do you have to be on the floor? Do you have to be on the floor and crying and screaming? Really? Because I've never been there. In
no,
10 years, I've never been there.
No, you don't have to be on the floor crying and screaming. But that's not what desperation sounds like. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
That I want to stop drinking.
Yeah, prove to me that you want to stop drinking by stopping drinking.
Okay. Well, I haven't.
Because I tell you what it is. During this call, I've just heard a lot of excuses. Like, well, I was doing this, and then I had a drink, and then I was doing this, and that's kind of what I'm hearing. I don't mean to belittle you, because I know it's torture, but it's no, it's not because you worked in the pub. It's not because you did this. It's not because you did that. It's because you can't stop drinking, and the excuses. They're excuses. They're just excuses. Nothing changes until you change. And prove to me that you want to stop drinking.
Okay.
Do you want to stop drinking? Or do you want to be able to drink but control it?
No, I know that can't happen. It's past 4 years.
No. But what do you want? Do you want to stop drinking, or do you want to drink and control it?
I'd like to be able to talk to people without feeling anxiety in public environments, and I can't do that without.
Booze helps get rid of that.
Yeah.
Okay. But then when you talk to people when you're drunk, what is the downside of that?
The next day, the next 3 days are in depression.
Right. Okay. So you know that it brings, and I know we've not done those breaks, Amy. I've got my eye on that one. So you know that it brings you nothing positive; it only brings you negative.
So it brings me the temporary ability to talk to the people and enjoy myself in the moment, but I'm unable to stop.
There you go. Okay. I don't know what to say because I don't want to talk you out of it. Something just doesn't feel right, Rory.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel right to me either.
But I offer you the challenge of proving me wrong.
Okay.
When I wanted to give up, Coke was my thing, right? When I wanted to give up Coke, right? I loved Coke more than I'd ever loved any human being in my life, right? Oh, God, I loved it, right? And I have to be careful talking about it because it brings back memories, right? But I knew I could list everything that had gone wrong through cocaine, right? The list of what had gone wrong was huge. And at the end, the list of what good it did me at that moment, not in the past, because I do believe it did me good in the past, gave me confidence, made me feel sexy, all of that stuff. The list at that moment was 0. Maybe one thing. But so the list of the bad things was huge. The list of the good things was 0, maybe one thing, but probably 0. I can't really remember. And I went in and I said that. I admitted that and I accepted that. But you're saying it still gives me the confidence to talk to people and have fun. Okay, that's a hard thing to walk away from. Confidence and fun. Wow. I think you need to change your thinking slightly, and forget about the confidence. Do you have fun when you're sober?
Yeah.
You're able to experience fun and joy when you are stone cold sober.
Oh well, when I'm on stage performing, I can, but not in ordinary everyday life. No.
Not even if you're having a coffee with a really good friend.
Probably no, not.
Okay. Well then, it's a really tough one, man. You have to decide whether you really want to stop. And there are because it means stopping forever. No, it doesn't. It means stopping for one day. But there are no cheats. There are no cheats. And I tried all of the cheats. There are no cheats to this. You've got to commit to not drinking for today. I don't know. I'm tired, man. I'm tired and I'm struggling to express what I'm trying to say. Only you can do this, Rory. For me, AA worked, and also the 12 steps helped me treat the anxiety that I felt talking to people, and I still feel it. I still struggle to make eye contact. I still struggle to be in a meeting one-on-one. I still struggle to, talk to people in a restaurant. I struggle with that. But the 12 steps and talking to other people in recovery has helped me learn some of the skills that I need, helped me sort that, and therapy has helped me sort out some of the problems that created the anxiety. But the first step has got to be stop using substances. Rory, I've got to go because I'm so late for the break. Thank you. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I struggle we get a lot of calls, obviously, from alcoholics who are looking for help, and I really struggle, Catherine, offering any new insight. I feel like I feel like it's boring for everyone else because I'm just sharing the same thing. Maybe we need, like, where I've got all of these I've got all of these,
I like to watch you, please.
I've got all these hotkeys.
Give us the meat.
I've got all of that. Maybe I should just have one where it's me telling my story and, it'll last about 6 minutes. We just played that out, and about how I got clean and sober, because I just feel like I'm saying the same stuff.
I know you do, but it is quite useful to a lot of people, and it's quite inspiring to a lot of people. But I get what you mean. And here's the thing. Of people. Well, Sodom. Sodom. If they don't get what we're trying to do, then that's fine. I'm done trying to please everybody. But the problem is, and we're not talking about anyone specifically, so please don't anyone take offence to this. But you know what you need to do, really. And coming on the radio and venting, and then going back to doing what you were doing, is one of the cheats that we were discussing earlier on.
Should we just hang on? I've just been sent this. Let's just try this. Hang on.
I'll try and sing it, but I'm not going to sing it. I once saw a girl, or should I say?
That's awful, Harrison. What the hell have you done? My God. I was thinking with the actual Norwegian wood music in the background, you prune. We got 4 days off, boy. 4 days off.
This morning when I woke up, I thought it was the first day off, and then I remembered.
So excited. Days don't mean anything anymore. Let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello, line 2. Amy? Thank you, Amy. Line 2, that's you.
Sherry Carl here. I live in New Zealand. Bye.
It was a message which calls to the spirit of the wartime generation to rally the nation's resolve. The lockdown had severely...
What happened there?
Is that Nicholas Witchell being beamed from New Zealand?
Golly gosh. Absolutely no idea what happened there. That was freaky. If you were watching on YouTube, the stream went. I don't know why. I've restarted it. I wasn't going to bother, but I did because I'm nice. So if you go to youtube.com/Iain Lee, you will find the stream is there. I'm not going to bother retweeting it. Oh my God, look at the time, flipping it. It's the show's over. The show is over. There's me about to, pontificate. Let me just say that. I'm just going to go and see if the boys are still awake. Hang on, let's see if they made it. Hang on. Catherine.
Yes.
One is awake. The baby is asleep. They're both snuggled up together on the sofa watching. Well, one of them's watching something, and the other is.
I love the little guy because he talks like a tough guy, but remember, he's only a little.
He talks like a tough guy. He's the guy who said when Dan TDM said on Twitter or on YouTube, "Just chill." He said, "Yeah, you'll be chilling in your grave."
Wow, so threatening. Anyone's so young.
I love those boys so much. This is one of the great things about lockdown. Is I'm getting the boys every week. Before it'll be, for one night, Saturday night, every second or third week, and now I'm getting them for 2 or 3 nights every week. And it's hard work, but I'm feel like I'm a bigger part of their lives. Or no, I feel like they're a bigger part of my life, actually. That's the right way of looking at it. And it's exhausting, but we had so much fun today, and we're going to have a good old laugh tomorrow. Everyone's thrilled that we're going to get Chinese food, a succulent Chinese meal.
Oh, you're making me hungry.
Oh, man alive, I can't wait. And, that's one of the good things. And then Mum will come and collect them on Sunday, and I'll go at lunchtime, and I'll go straight back to bed and go, thank God they're gone. We're at the end of the show, Catherine. Thank you so much. I love working with you. I'm so lucky to work with you. You're my favourite, one of my favourite people in the world, and you're my favourite radio presenter, and I get to work with you every single night, so I'm so blessed.
Oh, thanks very much. I enjoy working with you too.
You're such a dick. Amy, thank you so much for your help. We really appreciate it. I guess we'll see you in a couple of weeks. That seems to be the way the rota's going. Stay safe, everybody, please. Martin Kellner's up next, and this is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.